Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever time of day it is for you, good day. Now, we had last week off, and we've been doing a lot of one-shots before then with our D&D campaigns, but today we're actually going to return back to Out of the Abyss. And joining me today, we got Cerelia.
Hey!
Cranky Pants.
What's up?
Which, welcome back, by the way. Caramel Cactus.
Hi, everybody.
Tree.
Dre.
Yeah. Am I muted?
Yeah, I think you were.
I was not muted.
Okay, well, and we have Tree. Yeah, that's good enough. Soon we should have Mystic Rin. Unfortunately, I believe Star King is out playing baseball today. And I was hoping to have a guest star or like a guest player with us today, but that person never got back to me, so...
Their butt.
Well, we just have to move on.
Kick their butt.
I'm not going to say who it is. Which is a shame, because, like, having Star King and this other player would have made today much, much better.
Oh, well, you hear that? We're not good enough, everybody.
Apparently.
No, you guys just make it much better. Those two would have made it much, much better. What are you trying to say about Star King? You saying Star King isn't good enough? Are you saying you're better than Star King, Caramel?
Yes?
That's what you were insinuating.
I wasn't intending to, but I guess so.
No, well, you need to learn humility.
I've been calling you a liar otherwise, so that's humility. I can't...
Coco, you didn't actually help me with the health of Isabel.
Oh, right. We completely forgot that's... Okay, so... Last time we played, everybody leveled up to level 5. And we're just... Since Cranky Pants was away, he wasn't aware of that, so we're taking care of his character now. But don't tell me to close that thing. No, I didn't close it.
How much more XP or hit points do I get?
Okay, well, you either get... Wait, what's your constitution?
14.
Okay, so you would get 5 plus a 2-point bonus, or you get to roll a d8 and add a 2-point bonus to that.
Do I want to do that?
That's up to you.
Take the extra 7.
I don't trust the dice, so I never do that.
Are our hit points restored at all? Or no?
Yeah, you guys are at max hit points right now. I am looking for... Oh, I can't find where it shows your pets.
Let's call down to battle, Smith.
Yeah, I'm at the Battlesmith.
Bottom right, I think of the first page of it.
See, Battlesmith, Iron Defender.
Yeah, Iron Defender.
Okay, medium construct. Hit points equals 5 times your level. So that'll be 25 plus your intelligence bonus. And the Iron Defender's Constitution bonus, which is 2. So we're at 25. What's your intel bonus?
3.
So that's 28 plus 2 for Isabel's Constitution bonus. So we're at 30 hit points.
But she's already at 30.
So we might have did the math wrong previously. Because it's 5 times your class, plus your intel bonus, plus the Defender's Constitution bonus. So that would equal 30.
I don't know how her life doesn't change.
Or her armor is still 15. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think she... Her proficiency bonus, though, should increase to a 3, though. Let's see, reactions. Might of the number increased by 1 proficiency. Okay, Might of the Master. The following numbers increase by 1 when your proficiency bonus increases by 1. The Iron Defender skill bonus, so Isabel's skill bonus is a 3 now instead of a 2. The bonuses to hit, damage, and its bite. So she gets a +1 to her bite attacks. And the number of hit points restored by its repair action. Oh, and I didn't know
So
she
instead of
cannot
a
be.
1d8, she gets a d9?
No, 1d8 plus 1.
Okay.
Man, I wonder what a d9 dice will look like. I know somebody created it, and it was just,
That sounds cursed.
It
Okay, let's
does.
see if this works. Yeah. Nice.
I'm trying to remember what the d3 dice look like. That one was a cursed dice.
Wasn't it that dice that only would work on like wood surfaces?
Hold on, I'm looking up a picture of it right now. 3-sided die. This looks so dumb. Alright, point the image up in, well, you're gonna see it on the stream very soon. I mean, technically, I guess that works.
Yeah, that works.
I mean,
It's not that cursed.
this is another. This is probably the first one I saw. This 3-sided die, which is kind of like the first one you just saw, except it's looks all inverted.
But that works. Because if you manage to land it right up, that would be more incredible than anything.
Okay, and that's the 5-sided die. Seven-sided die.
That just looks wrong.
What the hell is this? Like
That
this one
just
right here,
looks wrong.
kind of looks like a butt plug.
Interested?
It does
What?
look like a butt plug.
Where the hell did that come from?
All right, well, enough about that. Okay, I did see a message from Rin. She says she is almost home, so she'll be here soon. I'm gonna double check with Star King to make sure if he is not going to make it today. Because he said he had. Because I know Thursday he had a baseball game, which is why he wasn't able to make it Space Marine Night. Although we didn't have Space Marine Night anyway. Okay, we'll see if he responds anytime soon.
Also, Coco, there's a possibility that I won't make it for Valheim next Saturday.
Okay. I was actually thinking about
Because-
taking a break from doing the bosses and having a special drunken fist fight arena match this Saturday.
Only
Yeah.
if you were drunk and we were watching. You
Nah,
were
Coco
drunk.
doesn't drink.
An arena fist fight, you say?
Oh yeah, it's like I figured
Yeah.
I'll make a whole bunch of mead for everybody. Nobody has any food items, and we all fight in our underwear. Well, you guys fight. Like I'm not going to participate. So you drink all the mead, so you get a big stamina boost. Sure, hit point, your HP regeneration is slowed down, and I don't know if it's going to do anything weird to the screen. So you fight until your opponent surrenders or they die. I recommend you guys surrender because you get the skill penalty if you die. And the winner, I'm going to spawn in a special item for the winner.
How's that?
That's why I'm not going to participate. Because it'll be weird like if I participate, win, and then I just spawn myself an item.
But yeah, the reason I might not be able to participate in the stream is because, well, that Saturday is my birthday and I have no idea if people will come over, yes or no. Normally
Oh.
they would literally ask the day before, so.
Well, happy early birthday, Cranky.
Can I come over, Cranky?
Yeah. Happy early
No.
birthday.
You're having us
Yeah.
all over, Cranky?
No,
We're gonna come visit you, Cranky.
fuck off.
Yeah, isn't everybody
don't even
moving to
know
the
why, yeah.
Netherlands?
Yeah.
I know Scotch is moving there, and then we're all going to go with Scotch.
Okay.
I mean, before I go there, I'm running away to Ireland for like 3 months, but you know,
Wait, what? Why?
it's pretty.
Valid. So these fucking bard spells.
Plus, everybody drinks in Ireland, so everybody will think she's beautiful.
Not well.
So mean.
Hey! Excuse me!
Oh, you need an ice pack for that burn?
Ow!
feel
So
that.
anyways, out of the abyss.
Shut up, Caramel.
I'm trying to defend you. Okay, never mind. I take
You
it
don't
back.
want to know how long I know that fucking burn. So I have waited for years to use that one.
Cranky, I'm coming for your left shoes, buddy, and I'm shitting in them.
I favor the height, so go ahead.
Oh, it turns out Starking is going to join us today. He's just going to be late. He's just finished up with the baseball game, and he's coming in from Glendale, so he might be a while.
Glendale?
Glendale is like Cameron, what do you say? Like maybe a half an hour away from Phoenix?
At least, if not
It
further.
sounds like such a normie place.
Hey, Cranky Pants with the 11-month sub streak. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Pants.
Yeah, Glendale, it's one of those. I wouldn't really say it's a rich. It's kind of a rich place, but there's also nothing to do over there. That's where rich people go to be boring.
As opposed to Scottsdale, which is where the rich people go to be rich, and then Cave Creek, where the super rich go to sneer down at all the people from Scottsdale.
Well, you see, like Scottsdale, that's where all the celebrities go, and that's where the young rich people go to party.
And then meanwhile, South Phoenix is where I live, where it's where we send all the people who aren't good enough for regular Phoenix.
Meanwhile, I'm just finding it amazing that Scotch is coming to the Netherlands, and even like maybe 20 minutes with the train.
I'm back.
It's not confirmed yet. He's just got the interview.
But that's still that's still such a huge, drastic change of scenery.
It really fucking is.
It's like
Yeah, but to be honest, he has me, and Ren is even closer.
No, but it's just,
And-
no. The fact is, like he was working for a university here, like in the States, and then boom, out of nowhere, interview in the Netherlands.
Yeah,
It's like, where
right?
the fuck did that come from?
Exactly, and I'm just like, dude, if this isn't fucking fate that we get you with two people living there already, I don't know what the fuck is.
Hello.
Hey, Ren's here.
Hi, man.
Yeah. Just got here. Sorry.
Welcome home, Ren.
Yes. Nope, let me just set it up.
Okay, now real quick, have you already leveled up Pheolon to level 5?
I have not had the time yet, no.
Now let me take a look at your character sheet.
Yeah, I'm still signing in, so.
Tempted to give Rosalind the spell Magic Mouth just based on the name, but looking at the wall of text, I'm like, nah, that's too much work.
Magic Mouth is pretty much you just put a voice message on a inanimate object. So you could put it like somewhere in your room. Somebody walks in. If they trigger a certain action, like you could set it so like whenever anybody touches this music box, and then when somebody touches the music box, your message will play.
That sounds like it could be useful, but at the same time, I'm like, I need to focus on things that keep our folk alive.
Well, you just got access to 3rd level spells, so go for something badass.
There really isn't anything I really like at 3rd level, honestly. Like,
Okay, let's
amazing.
take a look at 3rd level bard spells.
Leomund's tiny hut is pretty funny, but the rest
That's
of it is
super useful for well, at least for healing up and stuff.
like, we keep running into like fucking giants and hitting them, so I'm just like,
Let's see.
And my character keeps getting deceased.
Okay,
You
I'm
just
in.
have, okay, let's see. Bestow Curse, Catnap, Clairvoyance, Dispel Magic. That's a big one.
don't
Enemies
see
Abound,
Catnap.
Fear. That's another big one. Feign Death, Glyph of Warden, Hypnotic Pattern. That could be super useful. Leomund's Tiny Hut, which when you're just trying to camp out and stay away from enemies is... Somebody actually... I read a story, a D&D story, and somebody actually figured out how to use that offensively. And kill like death worms with it.
okay, that's pretty funny.
Interesting.
Yeah, pretty much like he let the death worm like eat him, and then he casts a spell within the death worm, which creates like this pocket dimension of I forget how big it is. I think it's like 20 by 20 feet, and it just pretty much expanded within the death worm and made its neck explode out.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Okay, Major Image. That's a super great illusion spell.
I already picked that one because that's the only one I actually really liked. The rest, some are useful, like
Non-detection,
Speak with Dead,
Plant Growth, Send In, Speak with Dead, Speak with Plants, Stinking Cloud. That's also a really good offensive spell, and Tongues.
Like, I have to think what works well for her as well as what I like. A whole lot of variables, but the hut just kind of sounds funny, so I'm probably gonna pick that as the second one. Yeah, fuck it, I'll take it. I can always change it later.
Can bards change their spells?
When I'm resting, right? You can change your spells?
No, you're thinking Cleric.
Oh shit, only clerics can do that? Oh, weak.
Um,
Alright, then.
Now, clerics and wizards can change their spells, but wizards can only change their spells based on what's in their spell book. Clerics can change their spells to whatever the fuck because they're clerics. Bards,
good.
you know 8 spells. Those are the only spells you ever get. But I think
Do
there
they?
is at some point you could change up what you know. Let me double check.
Good to know, but either way, picked it because it sounds funny.
See, spells known. Okay, blah blah blah. Spells known column in a bard. Okay. When you gain a level in this class, you can choose one of your bard spells that you know and replace it with another spell from the bard spell list. So every time you level up, you could swap one spell for another.
I think I'm good with this one. It sounds entertaining. Thank you.
Okay, now Rin, are you thinking of leveling up your fighter class or your wizard class? So you want to pick a third class?
Wizard.
Okay. Or are you
Wizard.
I forget the name of that one player who picked like one level in every single D&D class.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I just wanted a fighter for the higher AC.
But I will just say it was funny when that guy did that because the DM just kind of looked at him and was like, okay, I'll let you do this, but you need to come up with a feasible story on why this works.
Okay, that's
And essentially, like the guy, like he joined every single guild house there was, like in the city, but he was just so bad and annoying that they kept kicking him out. So that's why, like, he's a level 1 and everything.
Oh yeah, I get that. That's kind of cool though.
Okay, so let's see. What do wizards get at level 4?
More spell slots, I reckon.
Okay, now
I reckon.
you do get the ability score improvement, but since I gave you that free feat at level 1,
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
could-
keep that one.
okay, so we're going to ignore that ability score improvement. Let's see. No, that's the wrong one.
4 cantrips. Ooh, I
Okay.
can add another cantrip.
Yeah, you get 4 cantrips
As
and you
in-
get extra second level spell slots.
Yeah.
So you got 4 first, 3 second.
Mhm.
What's
That's it, right?
yes? What cantrip are you gonna pick?
Okay. Isn't that it? One of the existing ones that I have to. Oh, I have like 7 or 8 cantrips, but I can't use them all because I bought the scrolls. Remember?
That's why you get somebody else's spell book and it has to. Okay, yeah. So you only have 4 active.
Yeah, 4 active, but I have like 7, 9, 8 cantrips at my disposal if I want to change them up. So the only thing, let me see, first level spells. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna put 1 on active. Only second level. I just have. Oh, I know I do have 3. So that's all perfectly fine. I don't really need to edit anything besides putting them on active instead of, slumber.
All right. So now that we got that taken care of, who would like to give us a recap from what was it, a month ago?
A month and a half, Coco.
I missed like the
I don't remember.
3 weeks before that, so I know even less.
All right. So just a quick recap. We have been doing well. Last week we took the week off, and then there was all the one-shots, which I had a lot of fun with. I think you guys had a lot of fun with those one-shots.
TPS reports.
And we might keep doing those one-shots if you guys like. Like if Tree doesn't want to continue her campaign next week, we'll just do another one-shot.
We'll continue it eventually. I'm still learning Cogent, but I think I'm gonna switch from 5e to Cogent because it'd be a bit easier on all of us.
Sounds good. So let's see. Last time on Out of the Abyss.
Oh my god, what a TV show.
The Abyss fighters entered Neverlight, which was that mushroom town. They did help out the people, but did find out that there's something odd going on with one of the leaders. Let's see, what's the name of the leaders? You guys remember the name of the leaders?
Samuka? Sriracha?
Close.
Remember.
Close. Okay, so Sovereign Philo and Sovereign Basidia.
So ratchet.
Now, Basidia kind of had her doubts about Philo. And like several other people within the community, because things have been going very weird lately. And in the party's investigations, they found out that much of the community in Neverlight has been taken over by the demon queen of fungi, Zugmoy. You actually ended up fighting one of her more loyal creatures. Do you guys remember the name of that guy? 'Cause
Somebody was called Lagomba. I don't know who it
let's
was.
see, it was
I know I missed out on that, I think.
okay, it was Yesterbrood. Actually, you were there for the Yesterbrood fight, Aloria, because you tried to dig through his body after he was dead, and everybody else just walked around.
True. That guy.
And you did witness some weird, like, parody of a wedding going on, or a wedding rehearsal. And as the wedding rehearsal, like, they did their ceremony and left and proceeded into what was that one land? Because what was Stool's friend's name?
La cucaracha? La cucaracha?
What is the review in Spanish lately, Rin?
I don't know.
What happened at your brother's birthday party today?
I ate fries.
Tequila happened.
It's called Water Bike. It was 2 fricandels with fries, curry, mayo, and onions on top. It was bomb.
Just to be sociable, I'll take your word. That sounds awful.
Okay, well, I just found the character you might have been getting mistaken with, Rin. You met the Circle of Hunters outside of the city, and he's the one that asked for help with dealing with a creature that was hurting their group before he brought you in, and his name was Lubamob. Also kind of sounds like La Bamba. Yeah, I think that's what you were getting mixed up with.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second. I'll be right back.
No, wait, did Caramel just take a step out? I think Caramel just took a step out. What was Stool's friend's name?
Shouldn't you know this, Coco?
Well, you did meet with and talk with him.
Right, I'm back.
And he is part of, well, anyway, the wedding rehearsal group, they left towards the Central Basin, was not Central Basin, the wedding rehearsal, that's right, Yug Morgus, which is pretty much like a gigantic sentient kind of like fungal land that's several kilometers in diameter, which you found out was being taken over and corrupted by the demon queen Zugma. And that's when you all decided to just peace out and get out of there. You told Basidia about it, and she gathered up all who were not corrupted, as far as she could tell, by the demon queen, and left with you and are now currently escorting you to the next nearest civilization.
Oh, right. Yeah, I totally remember this now.
I'm glad we skirt out of there.
Yeah, I
probably
remember
would've
the
fell
giant
down.
shroom thing that we actually discussed whether to fight it or not.
Yes, and let's see. Whiskers is now like he's grown into like his teenage angst years. What was there was that Fox character that was with you.
The little New Yorker
Lupin.
guy.
Lupin. Like he was really pushing hard to try to discover, like figure out what's going on with these demon appearances. He did help out the party. And he is still with you guys. The prince and... Well, the prince has been like even more distant lately. Ever since you guys got back from the Xmas realm. And Jim Jar, he seems to be pretty excited to be heading back to Blightenstone, which is the next nearest town, which is his hometown. But you're still a few days away from it. So, I think you guys are all caught up there. Is there anything I might have missed you guys have questions about?
It's gonna take me a little while to get back into it, but that's all I can think of.
Same.
I am not entirely sure. I'll just take it as it comes.
All right. Hold on a second. Okay. So, while you guys are traveling, is there anything in particular you guys want to focus on or discuss?
I know me and Tree were dancing a lot. Remember that?
Right, the party dynamics. Let's just do a little catch up on what the party was doing with themselves. Ever since you guys did get back from the Christmas episode, Rosalind, you have been feeling more and more of a tug from that cursed sword you're carrying. And just so you know, as far like the way, well, it's not too much of a spoiler because I think you guys already caught on. Like while it's trying to influence you, yeah, like it doesn't mean like you lose. Like if you lose all complete control, I'll tell you you lost complete control. But as far as influence goes, like you can still fight back against that.
Okay.
And actually, the same applies to you, Cerelia, because there is something within you that is trying to fight to get out.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's an alien. Sorelli is an alien.
Oh, wait, hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
From what I know,
like-
it is far from an alien.
Okay. Well, it depends on what you would classify an alien as. Like a being not of this realm? Or does it specifically have to be outer space? Because technically we're all in outer space. I mean,
Outer space is
That
what we
deep,
would
man.
call an
Well,
alien.
well, our
realm
planet is
is
floating
what we
around in
would
outer
call
space, so
spirit.
technically we're... Well, anyway, let's not get into the semantics about it. Okay, Phelan has been having a... What would you call it? A revelation? Maybe not a revelation. A rebirth of faith, perhaps? After his experience? I don't know. I don't know how Ren would describe what Phelan is experiencing right now.
He's going batshit crazy and he doesn't know what to do. He just knows he likes to dance.
Aw.
And Adeon is also having a crisis of faith. Not really a crisis of faith, but of fear that something is happening to her goddess. And the fact that you're actually witnessing like several demon princes and queens rising, it kind of like leads credence that for you, Adeon, that something terrible is going to happen unless something stops it.
Which is interesting because up until this point, Adian had no reason to like want to not just leave.
Although your entire point in going to the Underdark, or wanted to go to Underdark, was to try to convert Dark Elves. That was your original reason.
Yeah, but Adian's starting to think that he's not as cut out for that as he once thought.
And
There's like
and
internal struggle.
Ren and Tree, have either of you checked out those videos about Rizme yet?
This is like your teacher asking you if you read the syllabus when you formulated it.
Mm-hmm.
Coco's been asking me to watch this for months.
And have you?
Well,
Who would ever-
I'm not going to
Tree.
grade you on it. Don't worry. I just want to know just like how much knowledge you have on the religion.
He's only disappointed.
That's somehow worse.
Well,
No word.
I needed to have an expectation first.
Oh.
Ow.
And Crunk's character, well, Cranky's character, Crunk, you did have the vision of what might happen to not just like your people, but oh, I'm hearing an echo. Like not just like your people, but the life forms that you're kind of sort of like growing a respect or at least an interest in or curiosity. with the visions you're given. Let's see, the prince, he's starting to lose more and more of his grip on what you might say reality. Like, he desperately wants to get back to his homeland, to the Golden Elves, to save them. But the Underdark is really, really messing with his mind right now. Jimder, on the other hand, seems to be the only one that's keeping it together.
He seems happy about the whole situation, right?
He's only happy that he's going back home. As far as you can tell. And I just got a message from Star King. He's going to be like maybe an hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
So
okay,
by the
so
time the
that's-
stream's coming to an end, he might show up.
Yeah, Glendale is far, but that's a... Yeah, well, Branch.
Okay, so I believe we got the characters caught up on what's going on with them. Did I miss anything?
No, I think you mentioned everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Lupin... Like, you guys found Lupin in the Silken Paths. He did say that he is looking for a certain tomb. And it has been established, like, it's obvious because the guild emblem he has on his sash, that him and Aurelia is in the same guild. What was it? Marvel Rose. And I think now that's all the characters.
Whatever happened to those two surfer goblin dudes? Like, I know we turned them into quote-unquote items, but are they still with us?
No, after you guys fell into the Silken Pass, before the Xmas episode, you haven't seen them since.
Okay, thank you.
I really didn't want to keep doing that surfer lingo.
I really wanted
Yeah.
you to. That's why I'm asking.
Oh goodness, I
Yeah.
love it.
The pain is real. Sorry.
Sad.
And let's see, yeah, and right now, like, Whiskers is just in the back, like, this is listening to The Cure on his headphones.
Oh my god, yes.
Je maakt door in daar. Ze zouden de kiezen kiezen.
Right.
Heel goed.
Is Rin talking to us or somebody else?
That's Rin's
No.
mom.
That's my mom.
Oh.
She's talking to the bunny.
Aw,
I love your mother.
hi, buddy.
Nice, nice.
And we were gone all day, so my mom missed my bunny.
Oh,
Aw.
does your mom want to play D&D with us?
No.
My mom doesn't speak English that great, so it would be
Koffie.
frustrating for her.
Voor de kapot lachen.
You would laugh your asses off, she said.
Well, sounds
No
like a good
motive.
time.
It is for us.
No.
Maybe
She could join us for one of our cogent one-shots.
We'll just pretend.
My mom games a lot. She games Zelda from since I can remember. She plays Mario. I mean, if it's Zelda, she plays it. So.
Hey, if she ever wanted to do a D-Live stream, I would watch.
I'd watch
Okay, I
that.
won't tell her that.
Yeah.
I will translate.
I'd watch
her.
your mom stream.
But
Wildly
she needs to stream with the bunny on her lap.
Oh yeah, the bunny is really calm, so that won't be a problem.
The Dutch bunny.
Yeah, I would love to stream with Mr. Gabitz in my lap, but he would not stay still.
Oh yeah, well Luna does stay still.
Aw.
Met hier alleen maar kaartje. Dat is pas.
Right.
My mom asks us if all we do is talk, but I mean, I can't tell her no because it's kind of true.
Ik zie niks dat gesproken.
That is all color.
Oh!
I'm just gonna roll dice real quick. Just ignore it. En dan heb ik dus hier mijn dingen en dan heb ik hier mijn wapens.
Yeah.
Oké.
I feel like it's like secrets that only Ren and Crank know about right now.
It's like, can I cast
It's like this
Ik
count.
kan ook weer color.
Oh, that does remind me.
Oh, oké.
Before you guys made it to Neverlight, you did find like a corpse that had a satchel. And the satchel was that intelligence gem that Whiskers ate, which gave him the ability to speak.
Yeah, that was fucked up,
To
Coco.
engage some kind of gym like.
Well, he hasn't pooped it out yet, apparently. But you also found a scroll case. It had a few scrolls. I think one of them was like remove curse. I forget what the other one was.
Yeah,
And then,
it was more. I have that.
and then there was another series of papers, semi-translucent, that nobody was able to decipher. But I don't think anybody actually like looked into those papers.
Well, we didn't have the time for it then, but we do now. I think.
And
Spellbook, little bit fire resistant, water resistant. Oh no, never mind.
it's like I forget who's carrying those papers. Like the more we talk, the more I remember that of stuff we missed. But I think
Yeah, no.
I think that's it.
Yeah, wait, let me just check out everything real quick because I'm pretty sure that I got the scrolls. Not sure. Bag of holding. Never mind. Yeah, I did. It wasn't in the bag of holding.
It was in the bag of holding. And, well, you know, the bag of holding you got from one of the dark elves that was patrolling to find you, but got captured in Neverlight, and then got turned into those fungus creatures.
Oh right, yeah, that was so nerve-wracking. Yeah.
Yeah, in
No,
her
then I
bag of
don't
holding,
have the scrolls.
I think it was like 40 days of rations in there, or something like
Yeah. Wait, let me check.
Yeah, something about that. Yeah.
Rations. Where the fuck did it? 40 food rations. That's all there's in there.
All right. So now, and I know I said this a few times already, I think we're caught up. Until I remember something else
Yeah,
we forgot.
should be.
And then we just go all over it again.
Okay, so now if all of that catch up, is there anything like in these next few days, anything everybody's character would like to try to do, talk about, any actions? You are with about 24, I think it was 24 myconoids with you.
Well, I want to try to decipher those invisible scrolls.
Rub-a-dump! Stuhl's friend's name was Rub-a-dump.
Gesundheit.
Okay.
Alright, and
You
You
okay?
okay, Coco?
No, his name just popped in my brain. I was like, it's Rub-a-dump, that's right.
Rabadam.
You're a rumpa-dump.
Okay, now, like I said, now the pages aren't invisible, they're semi-translucent.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to give me 2 checks now. Are you just doing this by yourself, or is anybody going to help Fowlin out with this?
Rosalind is an idiot, so she is useless.
Trey, do you want to help me? Because you are, smart.
I'll help you, but I don't know how much I can help.
Well, if you just will assist me, that will be great.
Okay,
Yeah.
I assist.
All right, Crunk, are you also gonna look into these?
I don't even remember those pages, to be honest.
Yeah, I think at this point, yeah, I think Crunk was there when you got the pages, so Crunk would know about this. It's Cranky that doesn't remember.
Yeah.
But like I said, if Crunk wanted to, I don't know if Crunk would be interested in this, but if Crunk wanted to, I don't think Fowlin would keep this away from him.
Of course not.
They're just translucent pages, nothing else.
As far as you know, these were in a wizard's or a dead wizard's spell scroll case that had other scrolls that were legit magic scrolls. And there was also a symbol on this guy. I'm trying to remember what the symbol was. I forget if it was the Cultist Symbol. I think it was the Cultist Symbol. Like from those cultists you guys were fighting back in Groxlag.
Yeah.
That feels like a lifetime ago now.
Yeah, it's like, geez, just a month and a half.
Right? Longer than that, I think.
I'm saying, like, once we're all living in the Netherlands, we gotta do like this all day D&D.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like, we wake up in the morning like 5 o'clock in the morning, and we don't stop until 5 o'clock the next morning.
I'm okay with
Your
that.
voice
be
is
quite
gone.
fun.
What was that, Sora?
I just said would be quite fun.
Oh yeah, and we'll be
Just
so
kinda-
dehydrated. Okay, so
I have drinks. Sorry.
now, okay, since you do have assistance, go ahead and roll with advantage, both an investigation and Arcana check.
I knew it would be Arcana. Arcana, investigation. 22 and 16.
Okay, first with the investigation check. With these pages, like it's taking you a few hours to figure this out, but you notice that there is kind of like a puzzle piece. Like you got to layer some of them on top of each other in different angles and different positions.
Ooh, like Iron Man.
Yeah, and it's like this big blueprint,
Like Iron Man.
like iron.
What?
You never seen the first Iron Man movie?
It's been so long.
Where he had basically multiple sheets of like blueprints, and then when you put it over to color, it would make like the Mark I Iron Man suit.
Oh, well done. I remember that.
Yeah, well, they ripped off
To
Warhammer.
be honest, this
Anyway.
was not a very good movie.
Like, that I remember, but we did last month, I do not remember.
Well, I see where we now stand.
Sorry.
Some wounds never heal. Okay, so
I'm so sorry.
and you do notice that it is creating a magical circle, but some of the runes, like the magical runes, like it's written in a language that you just can't quite decipher. Like as far as your Arcana check goes, 15. That's not.
It's 16.
I'm 16 is not okay. You are going to get some information, but you're not going to get all the information for this.
Okay.
You can tell that it does have something. It's like a kind of a prison kind of spell, but you don't know its nature.
Oh, this will come in handy. Can I write this spell down in my spell book? I might not be able to.
You could jot down like you would know that this is something that you could try to jot this down in your spellbook, but you don't have all the information. This is going to be incomplete information.
No, that's fine. But just in case we lose the scroll, I want to at least have some of it left to be able to decipher later.
Okay. Let's see. I don't think you have magical inks. Well, you can just write this
Magical
down.
what?
Okay. Well, this is going to take you several days of copying.
Well, I have magic ink and magic paper
Okay.
left over.
So, like, you can copy this, but like I said, it's going to take you several days.
Okay, no, I'll just.
Because, like, typically with any, like, regular magic spell that you try to copy over from a wizard book, takes you almost a full day to do.
Yeah.
And since this is, like, very, like, complex kind of thing, like, beyond what you're normally used to, this is going to take you a long time.
Okay, that's alright. Every time we take a rest, I devote my time to copying.
Okay. So while Pheolon and Aedion are looking over this, what's everybody else doing? Like, this is over, like, the next few days, by the way.
I'd say Rosalind's probably trying to get reacquainted with Whiskers since she doesn't remember much of what happened. She kind of is in that coma-ish, that very soap opera coma.
Now, wait, what is it that, like, is it this Rosalind not able to remember, or is this Caramel not remembering?
Both, because if I remember correctly, because I was gone for those work weeks, we sort of just put Rosalind in sort of a, like...
Well,
like,
Rosalind was around, but, okay, so this is what you missed with Rosalind. Okay, well, I think we already went over some of the major things. I think the most dramatic thing that might have happened was during one of the boss fights, when you guys were fighting one of the, kind of like, I'm just going to call him the emissary of Zukmungo, or Zukmoy, whatever the fungi queen is. Whiskers did get hurt, like, he participated in the battle, and he did get hurt. And I did have Rosalind, like jump to his aid at the time. Because I think that's something what Rosalind would do.
It is.
But that's probably the most dramatic. Like, he didn't get, like, super hurt, but, you know. Even, like, a tiny boo-boo, I think, you know, Rosalind would overreact to.
Hey, baby. Protect the baby.
But that's probably the most dramatic thing that happened to her recently.
Okay, so she's not entirely unfamiliar with him then. Okay, I'll pick that up on my own then. Thank you.
Alright, so what are you going to say to Whiskers?
I guess I know you said it jokingly, but I guess I'll ask like what he's listening to. What's
Yeah,
going through
yeah,
his
he's not.
mind.
Yeah, I was jokingly. He's not actually. He doesn't actually have a Walkman.
I know, but I figured like sort of a like, so buddy, what are you up to type of thing.
God, this is so boring. Walking around with these mushroom things.
I know they kind of suck, don't they?
Yeah, why don't we
All
just
they do is
kill
talk
them and
about
move on?
killing them. You're taking a little bit too much after 80 on that one. So.
I mean, God, isn't that what we always do anyway? They're just slowing us down.
Yeah, they are slowing us down. What would you recommend we do, other than killing them, of course?
I mean, it would just be easier to kill them.
Easier isn't necessarily better.
I mean, God,
It'd be easier to leave some of them behind, but we just don't do that.
no, they're just gonna follow us anyway. Jeez.
Look over there. There's hug horror titties.
I'm blind. I can't see anything.
God damn it.
God, you don't even know me anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Damn kids! I'll show you. So Rosalind's getting a little upset with him because he's being such a little shit.
Would Aiden be able to hear this conversation happening?
Yeah, you would probably hear it. Or like, if I don't know at what point in the journey this is gonna happen, but maybe we could do a perception check to see if Aiden hears this.
So funny.
ARE.
You were such a sweet child. When did you turn into an asshole?
That's what happens to
He
teenagers.
wasn't a sweet anything.
Yes, he was.
This is
He
what
gargled and played with
puberty does. Right tree.
Excuse me, you want to fucking go, buddy boy?
That's something that Whiskers would say because he's in puberty.
Is it, yeah.
No, perception check.
Yeah, it's being dumb. Roll20 is like lagging really hard.
Yeah, you were lagging as well for a bit there.
I was gonna say you sounded very robot-y.
Please don't make that sound again.
I will.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
19, yeah, Aiden is able to hear this conversation.
Okay. Aiden won't say anything, but he'll just look over there and like try to make eye contact with Rosie and just laugh at her.
What an asshole. Not even mad about it.
Alright, is that going to be the end of this conversation?
Yeah, she's just gonna be mad and get frustrated and be like, alright, fuck it, whatever. I'll deal with him later.
Alright, Krunk, is there anything you want to do within these next few days?
Have I talked to the prince before?
Has Krunk talked to the prince? I don't think the Krunk has had a conversation with the prince.
Because Five and the prince were pretty friendly.
Yeah, they were really close.
I remember that Kronk had some small talk with him.
Yeah, very bit, yeah.
And like, I'm trying to
After the
remember.
battle.
I mean, maybe it's like I honestly can't remember, but we'll say you did.
Well, I'm gonna try to bond with the prince more.
I do believe that the prince saw him as another servant. Like, then again, he sees us all kind of as
Yeah,
servants.
he does.
Yeah.
He sees everybody as a servant.
Yeah.
Now, like, even like in this journey, let's see, how long has Krunk known the prince? It would have been since Groxlag. Now the prince, he has always held, like, tried to stand up straight and like look as regal as he can, like looking down his nose at everybody. But recently, he's been kind of sulking and keeping his distance from most of the people in the party. That's keeping to himself.
Sad.
Now, I think Rosalind, you were there. Wait, was it? No, it was you and Krunk, was it? Or
It was
no, you?
me and Aurelia.
That's right. It was you and Aurelia that saw Krunk. I mean, that saw the prince when he got back from the Xmas episode.
And he was like trying to say that these were his people, and they're like, Rosalind failed miserably to like convince him that he's like, so what you're thinking is probably incorrect.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know if you told the party what you saw. Like, the prince was having delusions, talking about his people, but you also saw that he cannibalized other Quaggoth.
I don't think she would have, because I had my work week's bonanza after that.
Didn't know about what. would Rosalind have said this or mentioned this to the party?
I would imagine so, just because not as a like, hey, I'm super worried about him, but in case you've wondered why he's an asshole, here's why. Type of thing. Like he's got to bug up his butt about something, and we'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah,
but...
and it didn't really seem like he realized that or was conscious of the fact that he did cannibalize those Quagov.
Yeah.
And he probably realizes he's going mad.
Poor fella.
So we'll assume Rosalind has mentioned something to that effect to the party.
Oh, and Coco?
Yes.
It's not Aurelia, it's Aloria.
Aloria. You know, I'm going to make that mistake from here to high water. I'm sorry. Aloria.
Sorry, I'm bad about that too.
It's A-E.
A-E Loria.
Yes.
It's like because like in my brain I just say like I just picture Sorelia, except I put an A instead of an S at the beginning.
That's exactly what I do.
Okay,
That's how.
So Krunk, how are you going to spin up a conversation with the prince?
I've just walked straight up with it and I'm asking you, right? You're not walking your mighty self as usual.
Let me see. We're gonna do a destiny roll. I know we're not doing Cogent, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Oh dear.
Now wait, Cranky's never played Cogent with us. Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay, so what a destiny roll is, Cranky, is I just roll a d20. The higher the better. The higher the better for the party. Okay? So a 20 is going to be the best, a 1 is going to be the worst. Oh my god.
No!
Wah, 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 wah.
Train is bad for
because-
all of us.
Could that not mean that maybe because I'm a robot and because of 5 I have disadvantage? Yeah.
Nice try, Tricky.
Yeah, there is
If I'm
no...
not high.
Well, yeah, you try it. Let's see. Okay, what's the worst possible response? He could
Punch
I
just...
have a few ideas, but I'm afraid to say them.
Don't say him.
He just kind of like he looks at you and he squints his eyes, and go ahead and give me an insight check real quick.
This is not a good sign.
Okay. It doesn't really look like it looks like he's trying to see if he recognizes you. Like at first it seemed like he knew you, but now he's squinting his eyes like he's not sure who you are.
That's bad.
And then he just turns away and he waves his hand and he's like, "Be gone, peasants."
Are you sure? I have rations, and I just gave 1 ration.
And he just he quickly turns back to you, except now he's growling at you, and he just he snaps, his mouth just kind of bites at you. He doesn't actually bite you, but it's kind of like when a dog is warning you to back off, and they just kind of bark and snap.
Yipping.
Yeah, yipping, except it's a
dog.
Quaggoth.
Well, in that case, more for me.
God, what a dick.
Fuck you.
Even though I don't eat them.
Alright, more for me, pretending to eat nom nom nom.
If
If I had taste buds, this would be really good.
Let's make my own
nourishment. Yes.
Alright. Is there anything else Krunk would like to do in these next few days?
Fuck. We're still in that city, right?
No, you left the city. It's once the party found out that the Demon Queen was kind of taken over in Topasidia, she was like, alright, fuck it, we're out of here. And now you're leaving. Was there anything you wanted to do just before you left the city?
I was wondering if there were some kind of shops or something, but
there were some traders because they are used to trading with outsiders, but it's not like your typical market kind of thing. There might be some people, like some of the fungi or machinoids, that are in this group that you could trade with if you were looking for something.
So we have Myconauts with us.
Yes, about 24.
Okay. I don't know if that would lay along the line of cannibalism, but do they maybe sell like weird mushrooms that have effects?
Now, even though they are fungus, they're not opposed to using non-sentient fungus for herbs and stuff. So
Yeah, I'm asking just to be sure because for the same thing it is considered fucking cannibalism or something.
no, it is not considered cannibalism unless it's sentient. As long as it's non-sentient, they do whatever. So is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I was actually more hoping that there was like a list of things that you came up with.
Well, since I don't exactly have a list, you said you were looking for fungus and herbs.
Yeah, that have effects like the bigwigs, for example. Things
Okay,
like that.
so the shrinking and growing mushrooms.
And maybe also other variants.
Okay, another destiny die.
There.
Okay, so scanner neutral.
You really like those destiny dice.
Well, it helps makes decisions for me. Especially when I don't have something like specifically prepared. All right, so that's kind of neutral. Yeah, they have a couple of the big wigs and the pygmy warts. We'll say approximately like 2 of each. Like, what are you willing to trade for it?
Do they care for gold?
They do accept like coins. Like, to them it's useless, but they use it for trading with other outsiders. As far as the value of gold is, you could probably do a really good job haggling them to get it really cheap.
Okay, what is the baseline on the price?
We'll say like a gold for each one. For each individual. So you're going to get all 4 before gold pieces.
What can I do?
Before you
I would
haggle.
get. How about 750 each?
Wait, 7 silver pieces, 5 copper pieces?
Yeah.
Oh, just give me a persuasion check and let's see if this works.
Persuasion.
Oh yeah, they'll give it to you for like 7 silver, flat.
That makes.
So that'll
That
be
makes 3 gold.
7, 14, 20,
in total.
28. That'll be 2 gold, 8 silver total.
Okay. 2 gold. And 8 silver. Okay. And do they sell other things?
They have like basic stuff, for food. They have basic weapons, nothing special. Like usually the hunters have like their own bows and spears. And well, with the destiny roll of only 11, you're not going to get anything special out of that. So unless there's something like specifically you're looking for, there's nothing there. Or nothing of great value.
Any of the mushrooms well known in Arcana or like smithing? Maybe.
There would be a couple of shamans in there.
Can I maybe let the shamans inspect that black metal lump I have?
Oh, that's right. I forgot you had that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna do an Arcana check for them.
Oh, I was gonna say another destiny roll. Fuck yeah.
Okay, so let's see. This is gonna be for this kind of black chunk. They're gonna need to get a 20.
Wait, what?
So,
What the fuck am I carrying?
okay, well, they had a
That's alright,
+4.
it's 7.
So,
But there are multiple. And that normally means advantage.
okay, nope. You got a point with advantage.
Aha!
Okay, the 9.
Fuck.
Oh, man.
I want you to succeed. This, it's just the dice. Don't blame me.
I know. And I'm already happy that you gave me that advantage, but still, it's like, what is that metal lump that I need a 20 for it?
It's just remember like how it works in D&D. A 5 is very easy. 10 is an easy task. 15, that's a tough task. 20 is a very hard task. So like that, you need to be super specialized for 20.
It's,
30 is impossible, even though 30 is a difficulty rating. Well, 30 is nearly impossible.
You need to have very particular stats for 30.
Yeah. So they don't know. They know it is something. It feels like it's something alien to this plane.
It was a good try.
That's actually a very important thing. It's alien to this plane.
Maybe Tree was on
Come back. I leave for 2 minutes. I'm like, I'm already in my chair.
Christ,
Get off my chair. You can sit on my lap, not on my chair. You just come in.
to be honest, I'm just listening to it now at the
I
moment.
know, same here. This is very entertaining.
Okay, he's now on my lap. Oh, never mind. And I'm cool.
But is she still talking to her mom, or?
It's
This is my
cat.
cat.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't talk to my mom like I talk to a baby.
Well, I don't know your family dynamic. Okay, I'm not going to assume.
Can I maybe haggle to sell the diamond to get actually more than what it's worth?
Oh yeah, you can totally do that. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Okay, and I'm looking up how much does the diamond space cost.
The diamond is, you said, is worth 50 gold.
Okay, they'll offer you 75 gold pieces for it.
Deal. 9.
All right. Was there anything else you wanted to try out, Crunk?
Well, wait, are they selling rations?
They're not selling right. They'll just give you food. Like there's hunters and there's foragers in the group, and they're just like whatever they find, they're offering it to everybody.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, so as far as like rations goes, you guys only need to worry about taking care of or reducing your rations for this trip, as long as you whip the myconoids.
Do the shaman sell something magical?
What in particular are you looking for? Like if you're looking for like spell components?
To be honest, the only spell components I might need are the weird rings and lodestones, which I don't use. And I was more thinking towards spell scrolls, yeah.
Okay, Destiny roll.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
We have just a piece of paper that says magic on it.
Well, here's the thing. Like this is like a crit. Oh my god! Why do you get 2 1s on the Destiny? Oh, okay.
I don't like this system.
Destiny. No.
Okay, well, here's another. Like, I mean, normally I was just going for like a yes or a no, but what would a 1 be? Like you lose scrolls?
I don't have any scrolls, no.
No, wait, you owe us scrolls. No, okay, no, they don't have any.
You owe us scrolls.
Well, and
I mean, it's a crit 1. I mean, come on. No, you just don't have any.
So fucking funny. I'll be back in just a second, you guys.
Okay. Okay. While you decide like what you want to try out next, Loria. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I want you to give me a perception check.
What? Why?
Oh, I want you to give me a perception check, please.
I'm on my way.
Which, by the way, is anybody cured, Loria, of whatever disease she might have at the moment?
I thought I did
that
that.
she was cured because of the Christmas thing.
Oh, no,
No,
there was
I got
another one.
But I was good for that. But my
Yeah, when she was.
perception.
Okay, yeah, this is when
Yeah,
she was
I'm
like.
pretty sure I did that last campaign.
Okay, because I know she got diseased again during the. Okay, just making sure, because I lose track of her diseases. Okay, okay, you got a 3. What is Olaria going to be doing in these next few days?
She's not gonna do much. Just walk, talking about the lost Tomb of Calm.
Okay, Lubin is actually like he's really curious about the lost Tumacam. It's like,
Right,
my
I'm back.
God, fuck, what voice did I do for Lupin?
New
New
York.
It's like
York.
some New Yorker voice. You guys.
This is more of a Brooklyn accent, you see? God damn it, I don't want to do this. Okay. Hey, Loria!
I love it.
Holy mother of God, you scared the living hell out of me.
This is so glorious.
Hey, so I see that even though like our main objective might be on the way, there is that second thing we gotta be looking for, right? You know, getting a little bit rich for ourselves. Having a few extra coins in our pockets wouldn't hurt. Have you heard any more about the lost tomb?
We've been told that it's somewhere on our way, so we should stumble upon it if we're just on the lookout.
Oh, right. I remember somebody mentioning a tomb. Well, not sure if it's going to be the same one. It might be. Who knows? Railroad. But, hey, from what I've heard, the legend and stuff, we got to be careful. Especially with how things have turned out down here.
Most certainly. We have come across several deadly beings.
Right, so once we get out of here, you know what? I'm going to treat you to... I'll take you out to a coffee shop, get a bagel. You know, we'll celebrate our adventure. Bada bing, bada boom, forget about it.
Oh, this is the best day of my life.
And yes, I can confirm everybody in New York talk like this. Everybody.
Note to self, whenever I'm going to America, I avoid New York.
Oh yeah, it's like even like babies that just learn to talk. Boom. First thing they say like bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, goo goo gaga.
I was more expecting that he would just say where, but in that New York tone.
Where? What you
Yeah.
gonna do, Crab?
It's like where are you talking about?
Where
that's
to,
terrible.
Mac?
All right, and I want you to give me one more perception check, Eloria. Wow.
What is with my roll today?
Okay. Now, is there anything else anybody wants to do before I move on to the next step?
I want to hear you talk like Lupin more, honestly.
Wait, so the Myconoids have been living around this area.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask them if they can make me some kind of map of the area in case something happened and the group gets like split up?
Oh yeah, they could totally do that. Let's see. All right, they do have the implements to write you a map.
Nice.
I just wanted to check to see if they had their own writing utensils, or if they're going to need to take some of Feolan's ink.
No.
To be honest, I still have that one book made of Trillimanak.
Oh right, I know what you're talking about. It's like
Also-
like a tree bark that grows down here in the underdark.
Yeah, you said it was a type of fungus, and also I still have the Dwarfish letters. Maybe they can just reuse the back of that.
Oh yeah, so they could totally get you a map to place.
Okay, map of.
Now, okay, it's not going to be the entire Underdark. There's actually Here, let me look up the map of this place so I can give you the section. So you know which section of the Underdark you get a map for.
I'm actually like, how is the place where we are momentarily specifically called so that I can just name it and just not call it section of map.
No, I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Give me a second. Let's see. Where is that damn map? I know somewhere here on in this book. Is you guys are like maybe explored about less than 10% of the map that there's on here. Okay, here we go. There goes Dark Lake. Hey, you guys only. That's where Never Grove. Oh crap! Really? You're gonna? Okay, so what the fuck is that place? What is this section called? Okay, that's Grog's Flag. That's You have a map of like northwest section from Dark Lake. And so you know, like the majority of what you explored is just pretty much all around the Dark Lake, and the Dark Lake takes up like 5% of the map.
Is there a possibility that I can actually get like a visual thing for that part of the map?
I could probably Google something, but I don't think Google's just gonna give me like just that one small section. It's gonna give me the entire map, and I don't want to do that.
Just crop it.
Well, I could do that, but you know, then it's gonna take more time away from the actual game.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rosalind. Throughout these next few days, like you keep trying to like, you know, bond with Whiskers, but he's just making it more and more difficult for you each day.
I'll put you back in that egg.
So at one point, like you just kind of like I don't want to control what your character is doing, but at some point, like everybody needs a forge at some point, so you're asked to go and get some water at a nearby stream. Is that something Rosalind will do?
Yes.
Okay, you are a little bit away from the group, but still within like view and distance. You do have your light spell. People also have their torches and lights, so you can see them. And while you're gathering water, and it's from like a fairly small stream, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alright, let's see here. Perception. Damn it, I closed my sheet by accident. Okay, apparently this doesn't want to open.
Oh, were you not already in roll 20?
Oh, oh my god, no, I'm in roll 20. Let's see. Perception. 10.
Okay, that was the minimum you needed.
Yay!
So, this is a fairly skinny stream, maybe 10 feet, you know, a little over 3 meters, 3.5 meters about, wide, and it's not too deep, maybe about a foot deep, a third of a meter. And across from you, you actually notice another humanoid figure, also gathering water. He's not directly across from you, but you know, across the lake, maybe off to the side, you see the figure. This figure is probably maybe 20 feet away from you.
Oh, is that all? I was.
Yeah, that's like you don't recognize this figure. You haven't seen this thing before.
Well, all right. God damn it! What would Rosalind do? She wouldn't be afraid at all. She'd be like, hey, what's up? Like, just desperate for someone to talk to because Whisker's being a little shit, so maybe someone else new will be fun to talk to.
Okay, when Rosalind yells out at this person, it's like they have their canteen in the stream, and they're actually kind of shaken a bit at this sudden outburst. And they kind of like, scramble to try to not drop, like the canteen slips from their hand, and they kind of scramble to try to pick it up. And then when they look up, they pull back, the hood falls back, and you notice it appears to be a female human with auburn hair. Semi-pale skin. They're not super pale, but you could tell that she hasn't really been in the sun for a while.
Aw.
Alright,
Alright,
yeah, she just kind of like looks at you like in surprise. Like, huh? What? Who's... What?
who the fuck would be that stupid? So, Rosalind, entirely misreading the situation, she's just like, well, they didn't run away, so, might as well continue on. Just starts marching on over through the water.
Okay, so you're gonna get in the stream and walk across.
Why not? Sounds like something she would do.
She looks at you like she's kind of curious at you. As you just like start walking to the stream, and she stands up. Like the closer you get, like you can tell, like she's pretty tall, for a female human. She's about a little over 6 feet tall. A bit of a slender build. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Like it is kind of dark. Like even with your light spells, like it's kind of casting some weird shadows around, so you can't really get a good look as to like what she's wearing. Like her cloak's a little bit open, but you're not really paying too much attention. You're just like looking at her face. She looks to be like in her young 30s, about, if you wanted to guess her age. Although that could be a bit deceptive.
Okay.
She says, yes, who are you?
Well, basically, like, oh, we're camping out nearby, just surprised to see someone else down here, you know?
Like, see, I'm giving you a sign, like, you never told me your name.
Ah, you never told me yours.
Well, you introduce yourself. It's common courtesy for you to give your name before asking it.
And they, oh, forgive me, where are my manners? Like, you know, just for me, my name's Rosalind. What's yours?
She looks at you, and then she looks back at the group that you motioned to. And then back at you, it's like, oh, I'm Daria.
Well, Daria, what are you doing down here?
It's like, she's about to speak. Like, go ahead and give me another perception.
She is a very perceptive person. God, please let this one not suck. Oh, that is better.
She's about to speak, but then like she stops, and you think you could hear her stomach growl.
Oh, are you hungry?
She seems a little embarrassed. Like, well, it's been a while since my last meal, so I guess, yeah, I am.
Well, why don't you come with us? We've got plenty of food. Thank God for those foragers.
She looks back at the party again. It's like, that's an interesting group you have over there. Like, what are you?
Yeah, well,
what are you doing down here?
You know, just start out as this whole thing trying to get out. Now we're just kind of wandering around. Rosalind's trying not to say too much, but now she's like, this person's being a little cagey. Maybe I should be too. I felt like it when you make that sound, Coco.
Well, I don't know what sounds you're talking about.
Hey, Stark.
Stop.
Hey, Starking here? Well,
Just join.
okay, he's probably getting his mic set up. Alright, so, she just kind of like looks in between from you and the party. He's like, sure, I'll join.
Alright, so as I say, like...
So and this entire time, I envision you're still in the stream.
that sounds like something Rosalind
Would Adian be hearing this?
Oh no.
Oh, go ahead and give me a perception check, Adian. You wouldn't hear this, but you would have noticed that in the distance, Rosalind is talking to somebody by the stream.
I'm gonna go see what she's doing.
Okay.
Probably a good idea. I always get us into trouble.
Okay, Rosalind, as you're walking back, Daria, Like she's walking along the stream, like looking at it, and you can see that she's looking for like more shallow points to kind of like hop on rocks to get across the stream, so she doesn't get knee deep in water as you. And by the time you both make it across, like this is when Adian shows up.
So Rosalind would notice that she doesn't want to get wet?
Yeah.
What are you worried afraid of? It's just water.
Yeah, well, I don't want to wear out these boots. They're nice.
That's a fair point. Okay. Aiden! Aiden! I got us a new friend.
Hi. Who are you?
She seems to be startled again when Rosalind starts screaming about a new friend. It's like,
Not a very smart person.
Do I hear the screaming?
you know, I don't think you will need to do a perception check for this. I think everybody will hear the screaming.
I would just should walk up and I say a new person doesn't mean a new friend.
You were new once too, weren't you?
What?
Exactly. You all were new.
I was never new.
What? What?
I'm just following this for my own benefit, to be honest.
Yeah, you, Mr. Bearman, you're the newest one, so I think you can talk the least.
Okay, so before we continue, let's catch up Starking real quick.
I'm gonna go get a snack.
But first, Starking, did you level up your character to level 5?
I don't think so. I haven't touched my character sheet in like forever.
Let's hurry up and do that real quick. Okay, you're level 5.
Alright.
Or you're going to put that 5th level into your fighter stat.
I'm gonna quickly grab something here.
Okay. Yeah, if anybody needs to do some quick intermission, do it now.
So what's level like current XP?
Okay, we're not worrying about the XP. I'm moving away from that system. I'm just doing like a chapter-based XP, which means when you get to a certain point in the story, you level up.
Okay, so where am I putting this?
Go to class.
Okay.
And where do you want this level to go? Fighter or anything else in there?
Just fighter.
Okay, go on and put in fighter.
Okay, so I'll switch that to 5.
Alright, put up to 5, and I'll tell you what you get at level 5. First, your hit points. You could roll for it, or you could take the flat 6 plus your con bonus.
I'll take the flat 6.
Okay, so con bonus is 3, so you get 9 hit points.
So 9 hit, so it'll be 53 total.
Yep, and you get your proficiency bonus is now a 3.
Okay. Yeah, that's already set.
And you get the extra attack ability, which means when you make an attack, melee or range attack, you hit twice.
So if can you repeat that real quick one more time?
You get extra attack. So when you take an attack action, you attack twice.
Okay.
And that's all you get at level 5.
He's dead.
And you pick, wait, what was your subclass again? Was it champion?
What was it?
What was your subclass again? Oh no, that's right, you're samurai. That's
yeah,
it.
no, you're samurai.
I don't think you get anything at level 6, well 5 for samurai. I think
that's fine.
it's level 7 you get something. Alright.
But he's a Starker, right?
Starker, I like that.
Okay, so Starking, do you remember anything from the last time we played out of the
Oh shit. Dude, I am just just tell me what happened today and then I'll pick it up.
Okay, wait, just real quick. You guys were in Neverlight Grove with the fungus city.
Okay.
You found out that that the demon queen of fungus, Zookmoy, was taking over the place, and she corrupted a lot of the myconoids there. Mm-hmm. When you investigated, you got into a boss fight. You guys won, and then you told the Basidia, who was one of the leaders, that Zookmoy is taking over. She was like, "Okay, we're gonna peace out, get the fuck out of here." She grabbed all the myconoids that she could find that was not corrupted, and now they are currently escorting you out of Neverlight Grove and to the next nearest city. So you got about 25 myconoids with you, and you're like a few days away from the next town.
Okay.
All right. So right now, everybody was kind of like they already decided what they're going to be doing for the next few days. Was there anything Khan would like to do in these next few days of travel?
No, just follow the group.
Okay, because right now, Phaelon and Adeon, they're looking over some spell scrolls that they found earlier and trying to decipher them. Krunk has been trading with the Myconoids and trying to talk to the prince. The prince has been very distant lately, ever since we guys got back from the Xmas episode. Rosalind has been trying to bond with Whiskers and Phelan.
Miserably.
Aloria has been talking more with Lubin. They're guildmates, so they appear to be closer to each other than the rest of the party. I think that's everybody, right?
Okay, then I guess I'll just because of my character, I'll just basically just stay around and just meditate and just practice on my skills. Yeah,
Okay. So you're doing your basic sword swing exercises and focus. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good. Okay, and now recently, the group has stopped to do some foraging and rest. So you set up camp. Rosalind went out to get some water, and she met somebody, and she's currently bringing that person back from the stream over to the group, and that's where Adeon and Krunk stepped up to see what's going on.
Okay.
All right. So is everybody back?
I'm here.
Did Tree come back?
Yeah.
I'm eating a
Okay,
cheese
and
stick.
Ren is here?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Rosalind just screamed out, "Hey everybody, I got us a new friend." And this woman just appears to be kind of like she's put on the spot and feels really out of place and looks uncomfortable when Rosalind is saying this. And that's when Adeon showed up and no, it was Krunk that said just because it's a new person doesn't mean they're a friend.
Distrustful bastards.
You have the worst sense of character, Caramel.
What do you mean? This is kind of how I am in real life too. It's like, oh hey, new person, come sit with us.
I wish I could argue against that.
See, Coco can provide. It's literally how I am.
Can I ask as Kronk what she's doing here alone?
Okay, you get her attention, and for anybody that missed her description, that's unless anybody wants to do another perception check, she appears to be a human female, auburn hair, about a little over 6 feet, like 6'1", 6'2". It's kind of hard to tell.
Oh!
So she's my size.
She's cranky size, but
Oh,
slimmer.
now you're interested.
What do you mean, Sarah?
I mean she's slimmer, cranky. Are you saying you have a feminine figure, cranky? Is that what you're trying to say?
I do have nice thighs, though.
Okay, well, hey,
Fine.
hey, thick thighs save lives. What can I say?
I never said
Somebody
thick.
clip that, somebody clip that, somebody clip that.
You
I
could.
never said thick.
Can I do a perception check and ask why she's in the in the Fungus City?
Okay, go. Well, you guys have left the Fungus City, but go ahead and give me a perception check. Well, Khan is going to give me a perception check. Daria kind of looks over at you. It's like, oh, I'm just here to do some work.
That seems on the level.
Okay, Khan. You notice like she is wearing a cloak. It's covering up most of her, but you can it is kind of open in the middle. It appears that she is wearing kind of like a religious vestment. You can't tell the kind of iconography on it, but there's also like underneath that you could tell that she is wearing like it's hard to tell what kind of armor, but it is like heavy armor.
Okay.
Like
Can I do a perception check, please?
Yes, you may.
Because I do not trust you. And I have a feeling. A very annoying feeling. Wait, where is it?
Can I ask her if she needs some food?
Sorry in advance if this
Wow,
fucks her.
wow, wow.
No, Fallen is too tired from.
No, Fallen, you are so focused on these scrolls. Like, you are desperately trying to decipher them. Like, it almost is like it's virgin on the tip of obsession. Because you just can't quite figure it out, but you really, really want to figure out what these scrolls are about. So
Yeah,
you don't notice anything around you.
Cuckoo.
Like, if more days are passed, can I try to decipher them again? Or
You
one time fail, but always fail.
No, well, you get the one roll, but if somebody else assists you that hasn't helped you before, I'll give you another roll.
Okay. Can I ask Lubin?
Lubin's not gonna. Well, actually, Lubin might be able to help. But yeah, we could do that after this encounter.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So Sorelli, were you saying something?
Yeah, just from the giant yelling by itself, Inoria will pull forth her weapons and look in that direction.
Eloria.
And first of all, I will try to see if she notices the other person.
Okay,
I said, do I notice it?
Oh no! Like when Rosalind yelled this out, everybody but Phelan saw.
Ah.
Now, Eloria, I need you to give me 2 checks.
Okay.
First is a perception check. Okay. Next, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw. I'll give you advantage on this because you're a halfling. And you get the bonus against fear. Okay. When you see her, it's like you, Eloria, you simply see a human woman. But you feel something behind your own eyes that sees something different. You can't, like, there's something off. And whatever this is that's inside of you that's seeing something is terrified. And you're able to resist these feelings, but it feels like it's kind of like it's suffering a panic attack. You're not sure if it wants to attack or run away.
Still with my weapons drawn, I slowly walk a bit closer. Very, very slowly. Almost trying to sneak.
Okay, so you want to be nonchalant. Like, not nonchalant, but subtle.
Very subtle.
Okay, go ahead and give me a sneak. Like, you're not trying to hide, but you're just trying to be subtle with your movement, right?
Yes.
So go ahead and give me a sneak check and see how subtle you are.
Sneak check. A stealth check?
Yeah, a stealth check. All right, you're extremely subtle. Like, unless anybody's like actively looking for you, they don't even notice you.
Holy hell, that is a high one.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Okay. Now as you're walking up, Daria kind of looks like over at Krunk. He's like, "Oh, I was invited for a meal. Your friend here insisted. Rosalind, was it?"
Rosalind, you know what happened in the past when we just invite random people to eat with us?
Exactly, we get more party members.
Or it goes horribly wrong.
So, I guess I could tell you guys are a bit tense. Let me introduce myself. My name is Daria. I'm actually working with, well, I guess it's not really too much of a secret. Have you ever heard of the Society of Brilliance?
They sound like a couple of smarty pants.
Okay, now...
do I need to do a history check for that?
Well, actually, nobody here is a native to the Underdark, right?
I am.
No,
Fallon
you Fallon grew up on the surface, though.
No, he grew up on the edge of the Underdark.
Okay, so...
And he went to the surface.
Okay. Okay, so I would have given you this check if you didn't get that crit one earlier.
Okay.
Wait,
That's
what's
fair.
what's her name? Doloria? What?
Daria.
Daria.
Not to be confused with the Beavis and Butthead character,
Great character.
which I'm pretty sure like 2 people here got that reference.
I
Yeah.
did, but I just don't find it fun.
And you said the Society of Brilliance, correct?
Correct. And I was like, yeah, they like they pretty much know all of what's going on the dark, and they hired me. Well, hired. She kind of does the air quotes, you know, to help do some investigation. Like I'm not really a part with them. I'm more of a contractor.
So you're more an employee than anything else.
Employee is kind of a strong word, but I'm helping them out.
Okay,
they
the last
know?
option is you're an intern.
No,
You know
do
what?
they
We'll go with that.
do they know your work? You're investigating on behalf of them, for them?
Well, at least one of them is. Like, have you met any of them?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, they're not exactly the most social of people.
To be honest, the only reason I'm down in Underdark is because some slavers saw me, thought I was shiny, and just dragged me down here.
Right, yeah, I've been hearing there's a really big problem here in Underdark.
Yeah.
Shiny you.
But,
Can I ask about her armor, since I can see it? And ask her why she's wearing that type of armor down here.
no, go ahead and ask her.
What kind of armor? Why are you wearing that type of armor?
Like, she looks, she kind of like does a double take, like, panda. Oh, armor. Like she just kind of like opens up the cloaks, like, oh, this, well, it's for protection, really. Or do you mean my vestment? And then she points to, go ahead, everybody, give me a religion check. That's not foul in.
Aww.
Alright.
Religion check, religion.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay, so Adion, you would recognize this as a religious symbol of the god Azuf, god of magic.
What do I know about Azuf?
He's the patron god of wizards.
And I wouldn't know.
And he's actually like, he works under what's her name? Mystoria, or no, Mistral, who pretty much controls all of magic in the world. And when I mean controls, I mean she's the one that decided there's going to be a level cap on what spellcasters could cast.
So she is the reason that every wizard is nerfed.
Yes, and well, do you actually know the story on why that happened?
No, that's just a wild assumption.
Okay, well, your character's going to know this, but I'm going to geek out on you a little bit anyway. So, Mistral, her original name was Mistra, or it might have been the other way around. And magic used to be more free-flowing, like anybody could cast magic. Like, as long as you knew the words and the hand symbols to do, anybody could do it. But there were like some people that were like more adept or capable of doing it, and there was this one really powerful wizard who was like, you know what? I'm going to be a god, just because I can. So he created, I think it was a level 12 spell that made it so he would swap places with Mistra, so he could become the new god of magic. So it took him over a year to craft the spell. He cast it, and the exact millisecond he became the new god of magic, he realized his fuck up. Because it turns out that every time somebody casts a spell, they break the magical veil. Like, there's like a veil of magic all over the world, and Mistral is one that always has to fix it every time somebody casts a spell. But now that he's taken Mistral's place, there's nobody to fix those breaks. And then in the next millisecond, like, Mistral found out that she was going to get swapped with this guy like the moment he cast a spell. She decided to just kill herself. So when that happened, the guy swapped with her, realized he fucked up, and then instantly died because Mister was killing herself. All magic disappeared from the world for like 5 seconds, meaning all those floating islands that were cast with, I forget the name of the spell, kind of came crashing down. Kind of like the lost tomb you guys are looking for.
Foreshadowing.
Lost Tomb of Khan.
And then Mistra reincarnated like a few seconds later. It was like, okay, these mortals, they're getting too big for their britches. I'm gonna start putting caps on magic, so this shit doesn't happen again.
Well, let's not do that shit again.
And technically, some people can still cast these spells, but the amount of power it takes and the sacrifice it takes, it usually isn't worth it. So like the spell used to force the Dark Elves into the Underdark, that caused their skin to go from brown to blue, and their hair to turn white. That was like this 11th level spell all these elves cast in the Dark Elves. If they were to try to do that again, most of those elves would die in the process. Because of this level cap. Alright, and that's enough of me geeking out on D&D lore.
I asked her if... She's wearing some kind of symbol, right?
Yes.
I asked her if the symbol is the reason why she's able to just roam around alone.
Oh, she does like... Oh, you mean Azuf? Not quite. It's, and she raises her left hand and you see like a silver bangle on her left arm. It's like, this makes me, well, usually undetectable to like any hostile creatures here in the Underdark.
Oh, okay. Because normally if we see somebody completely alone in the wild, there's normally something out there that it makes more sense with that thing you're wearing.
Well, honestly, that's why I was so, interested when your friend Rosalind here called out to me. I mean, if she's able to see me, then clearly you don't have hostile intentions.
Oh, she is fucking sunshine in a fucking bottle, and I hate it.
Why, thank you. You're lovely too.
Fuck off.
Also, she's really, really hot. Don't ruin this for me.
Jeez.
Now,
Okay.
Oh my god.
I got a question real quick.
yes.
Why do I know you want to steal that bracelet?
How close is my character?
How close do you want to be?
Jeez.
Well-
Oh my god.
Close
Yeah.
enough to be able to do... Well, you said my character was in a state of fear? Half fear-like situation.
Yeah, like I said, like you're in the fight or flight mode. Either like that, like something within you either wants to attack or run or both. It's like you just like has like that adrenaline rush where you got to do something, but you did roll the high wisdom saving throw, so you're able to resist that urge.
I see.
Now, oh, that's right. When she brought up her bangle, I want everybody to give me a perception check. I forgot to check for this thing.
Let me guess, everybody but me.
Everybody but fail on. I can't help it. You rolled a 1.
So did I.
What is wrong with my perception? Really? Really?
Okay, Rosalind. You notice that she had a tattoo on her forearm, but there was something very off about the tattoo. I mean, off in a way like, when you watch like TV and like, something's kind of like censored, it's kind of there's a little bit of a blur of a censor.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you recognize there's a tattoo there, but your brain put that censored blur on it.
What arm is that tattoo on?
It was her left arm, but Rosalind noticed this.
Interesting. Hey Daria, could I check out your tattoo real quick? Call me crazy, it just looks a little weird.
Now, here's the thing, like when you look away from the tattoo to ask her this, it's like you swore you saw something on her forearm, but you can't remember what it was.
Ah, must have been a trick of the light.
Either way, what was her name again?
Daria.
Oh yeah. Well, seeing that one of us is clearly non-hostile and we've been traveling for quite a while now, a little bit too long. You wanna have a piece of food? You wanna eat a bite with us or something? It looks like you can use it.
Yeah, she puts her hand on her stomach. He's like, oh, that'll be lovely. And Rosalind, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw. It's gonna be easy for Daria. Wisdom. Wow, that's higher than I thought it'd be.
Okay. When you're trying to figure out, like, what was it that you saw on the forearm, it's like your stone arm reaches for your cursed blade.
What the hell is this thing doing?
And like, even though like you're like you could kind of tell the sensation of touch with your stone arm. Like, it's not like the same as flesh, but you could feel like heat coming from the blade. Like it is angry right now.
Rosalind would basically one of the few points in her life where she'd know not to really say anything. Like, it's just probably best not to worry anybody. This is normal, I'm sure.
Meanwhile, that's going on. I asked the Myconoids of their cave if we just set up camp for the moment.
Okay. Like, is anybody going to bring her, like, escort her back to the camp?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, she goes with you.
Seeing that I'm the one that quarterly invited her, not just like, hey, come with us. Like the first 2 seconds that we meet her, I think I will escort her.
While we're going back to the camp, can I ask what she is investigating, like details of it?
Okay, she looks in the eye, and then like she kind of glances over at the rest of the group. It's like, well, it's no big secret that something's odd happened here in the Underdark, and I see some of you might be also investigating this as well. And then she also glances over at Lubin.
Does this maybe have something to do with something that happens up Memmy, Morgan?
Wait. Yeah. Wait. Have you seen him? The Demi Morgan. I mean, damn it, the Demi Morgan.
I haven't personally, but I have heard that multiple people in this group have.
Oh my.
Something about that they were actually there when it was awakened, but it wasn't their fault.
Alright, well, wait, where did you, like, she's kind of like just looking around to everybody, like, so where did you see him?
Rosalind hears that and, ignoring the increasingly worried sensation in her arm, like, uses her cape of billowing, stands on top of a barrel, is like, quite the story, you might ask, and then recites.
Shut up!
The cape is billowing, you can't deny it.
Should I play some Disney song for you to parody?
If I could remember them, yes.
And then go Cragmar on this? I just want is Rosalind going to go Cragmar on this?
Not as good at music, but just more of a, like, the sort of Mr. Dink from Doug type of thing where you, like, everything just gets more grandiose the more you tell it.
Can I pull an anime move here and knock him in the side of the head?
Yes. Can I help with that?
There I was.
Okay, Rosalind, give me... Wait, guys.
Help in some way.
Rosalind, give me a performance check. Khan, give me an attack roll with advantage.
Alright, one second, I'm in the other room. I had cat aggro. Give me just a second here. I gotta get back to the computer. It'll be worth it.
Attack roll. Ooh. I'm gonna bite him. That's gonna be the attack.
You can just literally use the back of your sword just to...
No, I just pictured like Khan walking up behind Rosalind and going, "Nam" on the head, and then carrying her away.
So
It
what
is
am I
just-
supposed to roll?
Her head is just in his mouth, so you can just hear some muffled singing, and that's it.
Okay, so
Holy shit!
we got 18 performance roll. Go ahead, Khan, give me an attack roll.
Oh,
With
dear.
advantage. It was said with advantage, right?
Yeah, with advantage,
Yeah.
because Khan's helping you. I mean, Krunk's helping you.
Hey!
Oh, god damn it.
Okay, okay, so Rosalind is kind of like spinning and pirouetting and doing these weird like Power Ranger like
Okay,
poses.
for somebody else, that's 16 also very grey.
Yeah, it's great for me as well.
I kind of have this thing. I was able to set it up that I can decide whether with advantage or without advantage or a normal roll. You go into the gear. If you go to the gear, you'll see roll type, and it'd be said prompt for advantage or disadvantage. You just select from there.
Oh, I never noticed that before.
Look at
Yeah.
Stark over there, Mister.
Oh,
It helps when you play with the UI a little bit.
okay.
Okay, so
But yeah,
so while Rosalind is regaling the tale of the Sloop de Loop adventure we found or met with the Demigorgon, Kronk kind of like walks beside Rosalind, holds her in place as Khan bites her on the head and just kind of like lifts her up, like with her head still in its mouth, and walks away.
okay, just never mind her. She used to be some kind of pirate performer. Just ignore her. I will bring you to somebody that's more competent. And I bring her to Fola and then basically tell her that she wants to know about the demigod.
Okay. Actually, like while Rosalind was doing the performance, Daria had this like kind of like this cup filled with kind of like fungus or whatever, but it's like in the shape of popcorn, and she's just kind of like munching on it. So yeah, when you bring her over to a fountain, she's like, yes, her mouth is full. Okay, all right, yeah, Demigorgon, right. Oh, we haven't met before. You're Fowlin. Okay, Fowlin, now you notice a new person.
Can I do a check?
Yes, give me first when you look at it, give me a perception check.
Performance checks. Oh, hello!
Did somebody say before? Spring out like this Captain Ginyu form.
Wait, how many of
Rosalind, you need some dandruff shampoo. God dang!
Coco, I actually got a question.
Yeah.
How many of our net ones have been those who will be used the 100 die?
Oh, that's right. I haven't rolled the 100 die in a while.
Fuck off, Sor. I swear to fucking God.
The
I
thing
had one
is,
as
with
well.
the 100 die on perception, if she rolls the worst of the worst, it can literally just be that she didn't hear her.
Well, no. If I ever decided to do the 100 die on a perception, like the 100 die means somebody might die. If you get a 100.
I was just about to. That's what I meant.
I mean, the
it's not like
perception.
boulders rolling towards her. It's just somebody said hi.
Well, the thing is, like, it doesn't mean Phaolon will die. It could mean something happened that Phaolon was that because of Phaolon's bad perception, that somebody else might die. So everybody in the party is at risk here.
Uh-oh.
But that was just for fun, so don't worry. This is not a situation in which somebody might die. So, Fallon, you do notice that there's somebody in front of you, but you don't know any other details.
Okay.
Basically, she's part of the group that basically records everything that's happening down there. She is investigating the Demigorgon, like so many others, and I know you and some of the other of the group basically summoned him. Not on purpose.
We didn't summon him, first of
You
all.
were there when it was summoned.
One of a priestess. I didn't stab her. They didn't stab her. Somebody stabbed her. Wasn't us. And then, boom, boom, thunder, lightning, and cue the Demigorgon, and we shit ourselves.
Bryn, can you make that sound again,
Whoa.
please?
Boom, boom, bada, boom, boom. Boom, bada, bada, boom. Bam, bada, boom, bam.
Everyone's doing
Sorry, Bryn, so quiet.
Bum, bada, bum, 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 bum.
Okay, anyways. Like, we didn't summon it. It was the fish people. Can someone, like, give me a glass of water because I'm dehydrated? Also, who the fuck is this chick?
Like I said, she's part of a group of people that basically records everything that's going on the dark.
She puts out her hand for a handshake. She's like, "Oh, my name is Daria."
He shakes it. Can I do an Arcana check? I know my perception is bad, but just I have a hunch.
Okay. First, you got to tell me what information you're looking for. And when you shake her hand, you do notice like she has a very, very strong grip.
Yeah, I want. Okay. I don't want a metagame, so I'm gonna say this as weirdly as I can. I hope you will get it, Coco. Can I try and find if I remember some of the magic that clings to her in a way that is familiar to me? I cannot say it anymore.
You would need to, like, in order for you to like really decipher any kind of magic that might be on her, you will need to be under the influence of a detect magic spell.
I think I have that.
So you will need to cast that.
Oh, well then she will see I cast that. Oh wait. Oh, this sucks. This is bullshit. I'm gonna.
Oh, by the way, when I mean like she has like a strong, firm grip, it's kind of like the handshake, like your uncle would give somebody, sort of give you, like, not realizing how small your hand is and just squeeze it really tight.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah. Fuck, we're so fucked. Yeah, well, I shake her hand back, and I'm slightly surprised at the grip. But honestly, Fallen is probably so tired from writing scrolls that the first thing that comes out of his mind, like, do you? Because he's so done with it, and he will take any help he can.
Okay, so was there anything else Fallon wanted to ask her?
Well, I'm kind of curious to what she will say to that question. Like, do you read?
Oh, about the scroll.
Yeah. But she doesn't know that. All he's asked, like, do you know how to read?
It's like, she kind of like raises an eyebrow, like, yes.
And then he pulls up the manuscript, like, can you read this?
Oh, you let Fallon sip for her, but not me.
Shall we leave the reading after she's eaten?
So
it's like, she kind of like takes a step back when you just kind of, it's like, can you read this? The entire situation with the party has been like just people yelling at her like frantically, out of nowhere.
I have not been yelling at her.
It's like, no, we gotta calm people, and then then calm people, and then
Well,
I would just say to
tired,
Fallon that maybe after she's eaten, because she hasn't eaten in quite a while.
Oh, food sounds good. Give me some.
It's like, perhaps like after we share a meal, I could offer assistance, but I can't stay for too long.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat something as well because I think I may have skipped a few days. Pass the mushroom.
okay, Coco.
So
Yes.
I will ask her. So you know things about magical items?
Okay. Before you ask that, Aurelia, there was something you wanted to do for a while, right?
I was just gonna say that since my character has a not exactly fear, but an uncomfortable feeling, doesn't trust the person. For the first time ever, she will actually do something that is not usually her.
She's not gonna steal something?
No, I think you're thinking of the character he plays in Tree's campaign that's always stealing.
Yeah, he's not.
This one always steals too.
I don't think Aurelia has successfully stolen anything.
Successfully is the key.
Try.
Yeah, I think she tried once. I don't think she tried stealing anything aside from that
No,
one
only
time.
once.
Yeah, Davy Jones tries to steal
Davy
it.
Jones is the kleptomaniac. Aurelia just makes weird decisions.
In this case,
I think they're the same character. I'm just saying.
It's a conspiracy.
Aurelia will throw
I'll type it in
a
chat.
throwing knife at the feet of this new person.
What are you talking about? That's my job.
Right,
And say, why are you here? What do you want?
Really have play nice.
okay, give me an intimidation check.
That's not too shabby.
Okay, let's see. This is a wisdom-based check.
Oh my. Really, Coco?
I gave you a chance. Okay, this is what the dice decide.
How the fuck does she has a +8?
Her wisdom bonus plus her proficiency bonus.
Christ.
God damn it.
And we're
I
back.
literally just look at her like, if you want me to can sit a little bit away from the group.
Okay, so while you're asking her about magical items, the dagger flies at her feet. Like, it was going to miss her, but she kind of like scoots her feet to the side anyway, just to make sure.
Because she would maybe be able to, with the transcripts that seemed magical, and I asked if she knows about magical items.
Well, the knife just flew, bam, hit the ground, stuck in the ground, and she just kind of looks over at Aloria and then at the rest of the group. It's like, Oh, okay, I can see why you would be curious, but as to why I'm here. But like I said, I really am just investigating the demon activity. You already said you saw the Demigorgon. But there's more to it than that. I could tell you that much at least. And it's just the veil that separates the planes from the Nine Hells, the Abyssal Plane, and this plane. And what I can tell you is right now, there's things going on down here that's ripping those veils apart.
How about we just all sit nicely down, have a meal, and I do like slight hand movement that me and her listen a little bit far away, seeing that everybody's just yelling at her and throwing knives at her. And such that
maybe
like
someone treated her nicely and offered her food in the first place, just saying?
Yeah, but you offered her food and well she was still in shock that somebody could see her. It's like when you drive on a highway, suddenly a deer gets like stuck in the headlights and you get out and you start petting it. It doesn't know what to do.
It needs to be pet.
Wait,
How would you react to that?
Wait, Cranky,
That we still eat our own food, but that me and her sit a little bit farther away.
Wait, Cranky, what did you just make a clip of?
Oh, I did it a little bit ago. Did you just notice that?
I just noticed.
What is it up?
I never said
Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that.
I save lives. What can I say? God damn it! It was a thick.
Oh, it
no,
worked.
it was thick
It works
dive.
for me. It works for me now.
Yes.
Fine. I need more clips anyway.
I was just about to say that was that thick dice save lives.
Yeah.
Thick
Well, I
dice,
needed
thick
to watch it. Okay, well, I don't really have many highlights. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get.
Because most of the highlights get like weirdly deleted.
Okay, so Krunk is trying to take her to like away from the group. Loria, was there anything else you wanted to do?
I am not entirely sure. It was just trying to see if I could gather information. Because I don't trust that character.
Wait, how tall is Aurelia again?
I think she's like a little around 4 feet.
How tall is Isabella again?
Isabella, she's a medium-sized creature, so standing up, standing up on her hind legs, she'd probably reach around like 5 feet.
Can I maybe order Isabel to basically lay flat on top of Aurelia, just to make sure that she doesn't throw another knife?
I mean, that'll be an attack roll.
Okay, would that be a grapple?
Yeah, you could roll grapple for Isabella, and then Loria could counter the grapple.
It's just a strength check then, right?
Yeah, give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Might be metagaming, but do I get an advantage seeing that she doesn't see it coming? That she's caught off by surprise because she didn't see Isabel suddenly trying to grapple her.
Well, Loria can't be surprised though.
Yeah,
Yeah, she gets a feat that makes it so she can't be surprised.
Okay, how about taking off guard?
No, that's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, just roll your check.
Basically, my character can't be surprised while I'm
That
conscious.
is one of those moments where I really hope Australia rolls one of his signature moves. And he just rolls a 2. And just...
All right, you go ahead and give me an either acrobatics or athletics check to avoid this. Eloria.
Son of a bitch.
Isabella snuggles against Eloria a bit, trying to knock her down.
Ah, damn! I was actually about to ask if I could make use of that in
Oh yeah.
interesting.
Okay. Well, what do you want to do?
If you try to make it, I'm gonna cut you.
Cranky said that she would try to get on, lay on me to keep me down. So when they get close to me, I will attempt to basically jump on top of their back and just ride them.
Okay. Well, with that roll, you're able to successfully mount Isabella.
I already know how she would react.
Phrase that differently, Coco.
Yes,
It is your minds that are making that dirty. All right.
Coco, I just know that I have been having this constantly in mind that nobody's allowed to ride on her.
Okay. Okay.
So I immediately thinking she is just rolling over.
Okay. So is Isabella going to try to? Okay. This is going to be acrobatics check versus acrobatics check. So I don't want to get into like a dice off here.
Dice off.
Okay. So we'll role play this different. Okay. So while Isabel is acting like a buck and bull trying to get Eloria off, while that is going on, and Karankas keeps kind of giving her commands to do that. Adion, what are you doing?
Spacing out and doing my homework, apparently. I'm failing like 3 classes.
Okay, because I know you got to get going for your trip soon.
Yeah. Adian is trying to commune with Whiskers.
Okay, well, what are you trying to talk to Whiskers about?
Like, what he plans to do. So that we can collaborate.
Okay.
Because we're bros. I'm hip. I'm young.
Yeah, what do you mean what I plan to do? I want to get out of here. These guys are boring.
Why are you so bored, buddy?
God, like, all we do is walk and eat. Like, we haven't killed anything in a while.
We could go hunting sometime soon.
Well, why are we even hanging out with these mushrooms? They're lame.
I mean, they're kind of scary, but it's okay. But we'll get away from them eventually.
I mean, all you've been doing lately is just like praying and just like hanging out with these things. So lame.
I mean, you could pray with me. That'd be fun. Little father-son bonding.
No. Your god is so boring.
Excuse me, what did you just say to me?
It's so boring. I mean, God. The Demigorgon is so much cooler. He doesn't let anybody tell him what to do.
Rosie, what do I do?
The problem is, like, Rosie's been, like, stuffed in the back somewhere, so she's kind of incapacitated, so I can't do shit. You're on your own for this one, buddy. You could try and free Rosie, I guess, but until then, she's just, like, eh.
I mean, I've heard the stories, like, Demigorgon, like, he, like, destroys cities and stuff. That's cool.
You're not my real dad.
Yeah, but could you imagine how cool it would be if we could destroy the Demogorgon?
God. Why? He's just so awesome. Why don't we just worship him instead?
Yeah, but think about how awesome you could be if you beat him.
That smells like heresy.
God, I want to hang out.
Saying.
Too much heresy.
There's no reason to hang out with him. You've got us. We're cool.
Yeah, it's so lame here.
It's great.
You know, just because you have a middle part doesn't make you cool.
Wait, what?
I don't even know what you're talking about. Well, I don't know what middle part. What?
It's an emo haircut.
Hairstyle. It's fucking millennial.
Oh, a side part.
Side part.
God, I don't have hair. I got a vulture head. Jeez.
Maybe like is panicking a little bit. Let's go find your mom.
Whatever.
One of these days, there will be a situation where I just give him a smack and he would behave.
I mean, you give it a try. I think right now he's bigger than Krunk.
So I
Just,
assume
just,
that
just give,
Whiskers
just
and I are
give
gonna
him
go
like
find
another
the
month or
Rosie.
so. This guy's going to be pretty huge.
I'm trying to convince this woman that we mean no harm, besides the yelling and knife throwing.
Rosie meant her no
And
harm,
yet
damn it.
everyone
You
is
forcibly took her away.
Yeah.
Why is she gonna trust you? Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm assuming this means Whiskers and I are gonna go head over and try and find Rosie.
Okay, when you find Rosie, like you can see Rosalind is trying desperately to get the attention of this new woman that's joined the group.
Hey.
I just like to imagine that Carnus, that Stalking is standing between me and Rosie, and he's just there like,
Just scowling.
I will do it again.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I'm trying to keep her like at arm's length. That's just pushing her back every time she gets near.
God.
I'm gonna whisper over.
Why
to
don't you
Rosie,
body flop?
help me,
Like belly
help me,
flop her.
please.
Wait. Shh. Okay, what was that, Adion?
Rosie, help! But that was whispered, so I don't know that Whiskers would be able to hear it.
Yeah, and I did forget that Rosalind is currently hanging out of Khan's mouth.
Yeah,
Unless
I was
Khan
gonna
let
say,
go. Khan, did you let go, or are you still just holding tight?
No, I let go, but I keep her like out of the new woman's way, just trying to keep her away.
Okay.
Okay, first Khan, we'll talk about this later. Second, what?
I think our son's a Satanist.
Satan? Is that some kind of salad dressing?
I think he's gonna start worshiping the Demogorgon. We gotta do something.
Demogorgon, you say?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Demogorgon! Rosie ignites her billowing cape again and jumps into the barrel.
I'm really using that bellowing today.
Let me tell you something, son. Demogorgon is pretty fucking lame if you think about it. He killed a lot of our friends and he's just kind of a douche.
They're probably
Really, why did I even
they're
act
probably
like
just
this
weak
thing?
anyway.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. A lot of people say that's the problem.
Well, what does that make you, Whiskers?
I'm
Coco,
strong.
does my character notice the word demigorgon?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Like you're talking specifically
You're now
Rosalind.
wrestling with this hour, by the way.
It's like I think there's so much stuff going on all over the place. But yeah, Aloria does hear Rosalind spat out Demogorgon.
Does this say,
Well, in
Whiskers,
that case, I
every
think-
kid I'm told goes through this phase, but keep them. Yeah, God, Whiskers, shut the fuck up for just a minute. All right, you've been a douche the entire time.
I'm stronger than everybody here anyway.
All
Whiskers,
right,
I can kick your ass.
Yeah,
arm
can I?
match.
All right, I'm gonna slap Whiskers with my sword on the blunt side, just on the head.
I'm gonna piss off Uncle Khan. How do you feel about that?
How would Whiskers react to this?
Violently.
Well, I'm trying to think of okay, he is kind of a teenager, but he's also 7 feet tall and incredibly strong and has weapons for arms.
Yeah, but to be honest, he sounds like that kind of angsty teenager that talks big, but the moment
Oh yeah,
there's a fight,
that's the thing. Is Whiskers a bully, or does he, or is he the kind of person that does he put up? Is he all talk, or is he not? So, I haven't really decided a personality for Whiskers yet.
To be honest,
well, the
if
thing
you
is-
look at it, ever since he came out of the egg, how many times has he actually been in combat?
I think twice.
Would that be enough that he knows how to fight?
No, I don't think.
No.
it
Well,
would be,
it's not so much that he
especially
knows how to fight.
rescue.
Remember, he is a teenager. It's not what he knows; it's what he thinks he knows.
Oh dear.
But
Okay,
okay,
you guys know exactly what I'm talking about.
here's the thing. I'm 7 foot tall, so we're at the same height, and I'm
All right.
probably heavier than him.
Okay, no, you do have a really good point. Whiskers, he does seem to be having the mentality of the strong, might makes right kind of thing. So, go ahead and give me an intimidation check with advantage, Star King.
Intimidation check with advantage.
Now let me see Whisker's wisdom saving throw here. We still need a new picture for Whiskers.
To make some soon.
Okay. Okay, you hit Whiskers in the back of the head. Like, now you are like out of the entire party. You know, minus Whiskers, like the most physically imposing character here, Star King.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's like, so it's like, you know, it's like, oh, what was that for?
For talking back to your parents. How you don't do that.
Stuck angry parent. Yes, it's great.
Now listen to your mom and dad. Behave.
Aw.
And no demon worshipping.
You can't start.
Okay,
No
like,
demon worshipping, but I have something to make, boy.
all right, like
Now
okay,
you're back.
Whiskers kind of like hangs his head. He's like, "God, whatever," and he just walks away.
This is so great.
Are we bad parents?
Okay, Coco,
No.
I do want to say that I just give Isabel the command to play nice with Aurelia.
Oh, okay.
And that she's just tied to how do I say that? I want to say wrestle, but like the playful way. Play
Okay,
fight?
yeah, like play fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just sit down with the woman and just give her one of my rations.
Okay, so now that the Whiskers thing has been resolved, like Daria, she's just been sitting down the entire time, just like eating her fungus popcorn the entire time, watching this.
Fuck are these people?
She's like, It's you got an interesting group here.
We're a little family, but sometimes she cannot choose her own family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, I know that. Believe me. Yeah, I got,
Either way,
I got my own friends out there. Then they're quite some characters, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, thank you for the meal, but I think I should probably get going.
before you go, can I ask one last thing of you?
Sure.
Can you maybe try to quickly identify a weird object I have?
Yeah, just maybe. What you got?
A lot of people try to identify this, and with good and bad results, and I basically hold the black metal lump. Do you maybe know what this is?
She gives it a curious look, and then she reaches out to touch it. Crunk, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good God.
No, dear. I just want to know what the stone is, okay?
Is this the one that drove the dwarf crazy?
Yeah.
The merchant.
Oh my god, if you had been at disadvantage.
Well, it's still a fail, but it's not a crit fail. When she touches it, Crunk, you pass out.
What?
For a split second,
Ah!
is your mind is filled with all these distorted images. It's like hundreds of images like rush into your mind so fast that you cannot process it, and that causes you to pass out.
It's just like high school, fuck.
I don't, man, what kind of high school guys go to in the Netherlands? Jeez.
No comment.
No comment indeed.
And like when you fall down, like she's still kind of holding the stone, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't do that on purpose. Your friend should be okay, I think.
How long am I unconscious for?
I'll let you know when you wake up.
Oh dear.
Can I poke him with a stick?
Come on!
Yes, Fowlin, you can poke Crunk with a stick.
Seeing that I had passed out, does that mean that I get one of those weird dreams again?
It's not going to be the same. Like, I'm not going to treat this like one of those weird dreams. This is going to be something that you're going to need to try to decipher in your own mind. Since, like I said, there's hundreds of images, but they fly by like so quickly. Like you need to try to. I'll make you make checks every once in a while to see if you're able to piece together some of these images.
It's a boat. It's a hat. It's a small little duck. It's a fucking dragon. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so she's like, yeah, this metal chunk. It's I could tell you, it's an extra planar piece of metal. It doesn't belong in this realm. I believe it's from, like, she kind of like takes a closer look.
It's alien.
This is from the Abyssal realm. So it looks like it's kind of serving as a connection between the material world and their realm. Where did you find this?
Does Fallen hear this?
Oh, yeah, well, you're currently there poking Crunk with a stick, and she's standing over Crunk, so yeah, you hear this.
Okay, I'm very interested in that stone.
Oh my gosh.
Like, this is...
It's a lump of metal. It's not a stone.
This is very dangerous. I don't know, well, it's not mine, but you probably shouldn't hold on to this. But I won't take it from you. Not if you don't want me to.
I cannot say anything about that. Because I'm the pest the fuck out!
Well, Fallen just discreetly, like, very calmly says, well, we will hang on to it for now until we can find a proper way to get rid of it. So,
Okay.
can we have it back?
She's about to hand it back to you, but then, like, she thinks better, and then just places it on the floor.
Okay. Can I pick it up?
You can attempt to.
I want to attempt to pick it up.
You pick it up.
I mean, okay, like, just saying, because she mentioned the other realm, like, Fallen's mind went straight to Eerie. So he's, like, very curious and, like, has a bit of hope that maybe...
Now, she did say the Abyssal realm, and you would know that the Abyssal realm is where the demons are from.
Yeah. It's something about the dream. So he's, like, he's thinking. He's thinking. Okay, what do I have to check?
What are you trying to do? You're checking the stone?
I want to pick up the stone. Is that gonna kill me?
Oh no, you can pick up the stone. You're fine.
Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Because I'm pretty sure you already looked at the stone. You don't know anything more about it other than what this woman just said.
Oh yeah, I remember you have tried to do an Arcana check on it, but you failed, so you didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm the only one who have not made an Arcana check on the stone.
Okay. Now, by this point, I'll say, Crunk, you're able to wake up.
Do I see Fallen standing with the chunk of metal?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Better said, is the woman still there? Better said.
Oh no, she's still there.
Okay.
You don't notice Fallon with the metal. Like, Fallon isn't exactly hiding it, to my knowledge, but in the position you're in, you don't really see where the chunk of metal is.
Do I see the woman?
Oh yeah, she's still standing right there over you. When she sees you wake up, like, oh.
I just look at her and say, like, well, that's a first.
Well, yeah, sorry about that. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
I saw a lot of images.
Yeah, it's better you just ignore that.
You sure about that?
Well, I mean, it might drive you crazy if you think about it too much.
You see with what kind of group I travel. If I would have gone crazy, I would have gone a longer time ago.
Well, I mean, there's no point in, speed in the process, I guess.
It'd be a new experience, though.
Coco.
Yeah.
Eloria will attempt to see if she can get a closer look at the woman's face.
Okay. We can do this.
Can I ask the woman if I may have the black metal deck?
Man's like, oh, your friend here has it now. And while she's saying that, Eloria, go ahead and give me a perception check. and give me another wisdom saving throw.
You also passed the fuck out.
I think it might be worse.
I was actually going to give you advantage in the wisdom saving throw, but you got a 4 and a 2. So, yes, this is another fear check.
I like that you got it right.
Yeah.
Okay, you try to look at her face, and you see, you could see, like, with your eyes, you see that she's looking over at Kronk and back to Phelan. She's not looking at you. But you also see that she is looking at you. And again, she has a scowl on her face, and like this fear just runs through your blood.
A scowl?
Like a scowl.
Can you
It's
spell
like a
it?
Like she's frowning at you.
Like how Coco normally looks.
No, I got the neutral face. I got the rest. I got the rest in bitch face. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So and like, no, it's like you feel like you're going to burn up from the inside out if you get any closer to her.
A Lori will back
Yeah.
the hell away.
It's
So I
like,
do-
even though like Urloria is just going to back away, like you don't realize it, but you just like sprinted away from her. And it's hard for anybody to not notice that.
Well, I look at him, run away, and I to fall in. While I'm still sitting on the floor, because I assume I just fell straight down. While sitting on the floor, I make like bull with my hand, like, can I have it back?
Okay.
Like Fallen just lightly drops it in his hand and like, don't pass out again though.
Thank you. Cannot promise anything.
Okay, Urloria, when you're able to stop running, like you just noticed that you were just like covered in sweat.
Well, she takes a very defensive stance and just keeps the distance, pure fear in the eyes.
Okay. Let's see. Khan. What if, is there anything else you would like to do for these situations?
Okay, so I had to go get some water, so I kind of missed a little bit of part. So the whatever piece that what Kronk was trying to get information from is still on the floor, or who has it now?
I have it back now.
Yeah, what happened was like he passed out. The woman gave it to Fowlin, and Fowlin gave it back to Kronk.
Okay. So I want to do kind of an investigation. Ask her, does it affect like I don't know how I want to state that. Does that object only affect beings with like, I guess, flesh and blood?
I'm not flesh and blood.
Huh?
He's warforged.
Oh, you have flesh and blood too?
No, he's a warforged. He doesn't have flesh and blood.
I know.
Love you.
So now,
Yeah.
like, now is this now? I don't think this would be an investigation. Like, are you trying to see like if she's going to tell you the truth?
Yeah, kind of like if the item has a certain effect with beings of flesh and blood instead of robots or
Okay. Well, okay, that would be. Go ahead and give me an insight check. All right, and Tree, you have a fun trip. Okay, I'll take care of your character. Hopefully, she won't die, or he won't die.
Please don't kill him.
I won't do it on purpose.
Have fun.
Bye, boo boo.
Bye bye.
Okay. You're not sort of like it's not so much the flesh and blood creatures. Like if you're wondering like why this affected your Warforged friend, it's as I mentioned before. It has a connection between the abyssal realm and this realm. It affects anything like if this has been affecting other people. Just anything with a soul. Like if this is going to have an effect on someone, if you would need to have a soul for this to have an effect on you.
Okay.
Either way, I thank the woman for identifying At least, did you tell me what it was?
She never said like a specific name of the metal.
No, but the explanation what it actually is. Like, that it is a piece of... that can be used as a gateway.
No, but I know it, and I will tell you.
Okay. Then I thank her for the information and I offer her a ration for her troubles.
Oh, like she takes it gratefully. It's like, yeah, and I am very busy, so I'll have to get going. But first, and then she walks over to the papers that you're working with all in,
Yeah.
and she just kind of like quickly like rearranges some of the order, and says like, here, this is this looks like this is the correct way to do it, and that's not actually, that's more of a code you need to break. When she points to like the wording that was around that he was trying to decipher, like as a language he didn't understand, she makes a point that it's not so much a language, more of a code.
Okay, he just nods and just grabs the papers back. He's gone very protective over his pet project.
Yeah, and well, and she waves farewell to everyone and moves and walks away.
Aw.
Okay, and Rosalind, when she walks away, like you didn't notice this, but like you were holding like a very tight grip on your sword with your stone arm, and you just let go of the sword.
As I say, I think she sort of pushed that to the back of her mind when it started going crazy at first, but I was kind of like, oh, what the fuck was that all about?
Okay.
Well,
Also,
I have to leave.
What was that, Crunk?
Oh, I want to say something, but then Celia said that he had to leave.
Oh,
Yeah, I have to leave for now. So,
yeah. Well, you have a good night, Aurelia.
and
So
you
that's
guys too.
Good night.
Bye bye. But the thing I wanted to say is, can I walk up to Rosalind holding out the piece of metal and ask her to hold it while I'm still holding it?
As Coco would say, you could do whatever you want.
Well, are you going to hold it, Rosalind, or touch it?
No, I've seen what that thing does to people.
It is just a general testing. Maybe it's just because of me.
Tested on an alien.
Nah. We need somebody that we can enjoy when it's quiet.
Quiet. We got that runt running around being all mopey and stuff. We're never gonna have quiet.
Yeah, but if that falls down, it might cost Aurelia.
Okay, fine. Then why don't you try it on the most quiet person, like Khan over here?
I don't want that big tail falling on me. Just touch it.
No, I ain't touching it.
Can I just push it against her face?
Chasing around the camp like kids.
Wait, are you really going to press it against her face?
Yeah.
So what do I
Just
use
like,
as a
touch it.
defense roll?
Are you going to avoid this, Rosalind?
I'm going to try, goddammit, yeah.
Okay, Crunk, give me a base attack roll. So-
please attack roll.
So this is kind of like an unarmed kind of combat thing. So I don't
So
think you're
just-
proficient in unarmed combat.
No, it's just a 20 for me. Fuck.
Okay, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check, Rosalind, see if you could avoid this.
Yes!
So you avoid it spectacularly.
Like, so spectacularly that Crunk presses it against his own face or something?
We can say you actually like go to grab his arm, you bend his elbow, and like kind of do like some martial art move, and yeah, you reverse the move, and like you slap his face with his own stone.
There we
Do
go.
I pass out again?
No, you do not.
Fine, I'll touch it. Jeez, give me the freaking metal.
And I hold it out, and then while it's still laying in my hand. Okay, and that is just pure to test things, to be honest.
Okay, Khan, you touch the metal, you seem to be fine.
How about me?
Oh, you're fine too.
And here thinking I found a knockout stone. To be honest, I can still knock people out with it, I just have to hit hard enough.
True.
So Rosalind, you see Khan touches it and they're both fine.
Fine, fuck it, whatever. Let's try it.
Are you going to touch it, Rosalind?
Barely. I'll like touch it with the very tip of my pinky finger.
Which arm?
I was just about to ask, does it make a difference if it's a stone arm or just a normal arm?
I can do it with the humanoid arm.
The humanoid arm?
Yeah, the human arm, not the stone one.
You're fine.
How about the stone arm?
Are you going to touch it with your stone arm?
Well, now it's a dare. So yes. You had to find a way to ask her how to do these things. So yes, touch it with the index finger of the stone arm.
You want you to both give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
Worst possible stat though. Whatever happens, Cranky, I'm gonna
Jesus.
Rosalind's an idiot, I'm sorry.
Okay, who passes out?
In your minds, you're both hearing this voice. Rosalind, you've heard this voice before, but Krunk, you never heard it. I mean, Krunk, you never heard this voice before. That just keeps repeatedly telling you to kill, and it just keeps getting louder and louder, and you feel just this overwhelming hatred. And you're able to pull the stone away, just as you feel kind of something leaking into you, Krunk.
I kind of look angry at her and I put the lump of metal back in my jacket, just looking at her, looking suspicious.
I'm curious, does Krunk, I think we've asked this before, but does Krunk have any facial expressions, or is it still that flat plate of metal?
He has eyes.
Oh yeah, so do you have like eyelids or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be very creepy if I was constantly the doorstop and just staring right into the room constantly.
Well, I have no idea what kind of design you had for Krunk. All I got is that picture of the top hat.
So far I know with the lump of metal, the moment something magical touches it, something goes wrong.
You'd assume that.
I can assume that, seeing that the lady was quite clearly protected by magic, and Rosalind's arm was some kind of arcane arm, like stone crafter.
No, Rosalind, have you ever told anyone about your sword?
No.
Okay.
She doesn't really want to. The sword kind of feels like it doesn't like that.
I really want to ask something, but I'm just realizing it would be fucking meta.
Well, I'm curious. What are you thinking, Cranky?
So, seeing that it has a reaction to things that aren't natural, like magical things.
Fuck off.
If I were to happen to create this into some kind of weapon, would it do extra damage against magical beings?
You wouldn't know.
That is just an excuse for you to say that you also then wouldn't know.
No, I mean, I know what the stone is. Like, I know what it could do. And I know why it's doing what it's doing.
Okay. The next person that is slightly magical is fucked because I'm gonna touch them with the stone.
Just keep in mind that when you asked Daria to touch it, you were the one that was fucked. And when you had Rosalind touch it, something was going into you. I mean, Krunk is smart enough to keep this in mind.
Yeah, but a good experiment is repeatable 3 times.
Well, you are an artificer, so I could just imagine Krunk just wanted to experiment with this a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, real quick.
I'm a craftsman. I'm curious what this thing is.
Now, Phelan, earlier,
Yeah.
you asked me you wanted to do something, but we put it aside for other things. You were asking if Lubin could help you with those scrolls.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me up and an investigation check with advantage.
While she's doing that, can I touch the metal with my spear?
The lightning spear?
Yeah.
Only if Krunk allows it.
Crunk, do you want to test it out one more time? But this time, I will touch it with my spear.
What is so magical about the spear?
It's a lightning spear.
I hold my arm out with
wait, that's right. I don't recall if Cranky would remember this. Crunk would know this because this was one of the gifts Khan got after the Christmas episode.
Yeah,
it's the Javelin of Lightning.
Yeah, I have a javelin, and it's made of lightning, and I can touch it.
I stretch my arm out with my hand back because... Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Because I don't know... It's a javelin made of lightning, of course I'm not gonna be like, ah.
I take out the javelin, and I basically put the tip on the metal.
Are you going to yell Shazam to actually...
No. I'm just gonna say it because it is still magical.
Yeah, but that's right. It is still magical, even though you don't activate it. It's still magical.
Yeah, don't act. Yeah.
Okay, so you touch it to the stone. Nothing happens.
I really thought the Thor lightning was gonna do it, but okay.
So,
Thor lightning.
So the only conclusion I have so far is if a living being, or better said, a sentient being, with a magical connection touches it. That's the only thing I have concluded from this so far.
It's a good hypothesis. Okay, now fail on. Lubin is looking over some of the scrolls with you. And he does notice that, and he's also looking at the scroll case. Like, he's looking at the scripts. He gets curious, he looks at the scroll case, and you notice that there is like an inscription inside the scroll case, which is written in the same kind of code. He says, like, this is a type of thieves' cat, actually. Apparently somebody from, oh god, okay, I just blanked on the name. Cerelia would know this name, but, okay, please remind me to mention this next week, because it's pretty much the Thieves Guild, or like the mafia organization that exists in this universe.
Yeah, okay.
Like, apparently this was, like, they delivered it to whoever this wizard was. But this code here...
You got cut off. God damn it.
Oh wait, did I get cut off?
Not for me.
Okay, it might have just been the Star King. And he just mentioned that it looks like that this is supposed to be, like, it's an imprisonment kind of spell. Like, it's meant to imprison spirits, or like otherworldly creatures, like of not of this realm.
Sorry. Hey, I got cut off. Can you go back to what you just said? I heard my name, but you got cut off beforehand.
Okay, what was the last thing you heard?
I just heard my name, Star King, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, so I think I got cut off as Star King because everybody else heard me. That's what I said. Like, Star King probably didn't hear me.
Yeah, I didn't hear you.
Okay, so, but what I was saying didn't pertain to you. It was pertaining to Fowland.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, it's a spirit entrapment type of spell, but for a very specific kind of otherworldly being.
Oh no, I know what this is. Shit. You're fucked.
It's like, as you, like, he's helping you decipher all of this. This is a fairly complicated spell. Like, if you tried to cast this yourself, like, you will need at least one other spellcaster with you, at the very least. And it'll take you like a few minutes to actually properly cast this.
Yeah. Okay.
That's deeply enough.
Yeah, this is bad news. This is.
Is anybody of us close enough to actually hear that?
This was going on while you were doing your experimentation with the stone. So unless Faye Long wants to share this knowledge with everybody, like, it's just going to be between her and Lubin. Or him and Lubin, sorry.
Wait, what was the subclass of Australia again?
Fighter?
No, it's I forget. It's like some undead
Something
thing.
undying. Like,
Yeah.
Wasn't he like reborn or something?
Revived.
Yeah, the revived.
Revived.
Yeah, so yeah, Cerelia's character was kind of like reborn, like brought back from the brink of death, and it's kind of undead, like not technically undead, but aspects of her soul is kind of twisted.
Can I call Aurelia over and ask her to touch it? This is pure experimenting what I'm doing because I'm fucking curious about that rock now.
Ooh, cranky. Touching
Okay.
it. Okay.
All right. Aloria reaches out for the stone. Just as she's about to touch it, we're gonna end the stream right there.
You had, oh my god, you had to pull that. Okay, I've been watching Critical Role. You son of a bitch, you just pulled something off from that. Oh my god, I hate you so much.
Wait, did Critical Role do that? I don't watch Critical Role, so I don't know. I'm not ripping them off, I swear.
Matt Mercer does that every single time when he lives it on a cliffhanger. You son of a bitch.
Starking, have you not been paying attention to any of these campaigns? I always leave on a cliffhanger.
But you said it in that tone, and the way he says it, I'm like, oh, now I know where he gets it. But
Okay,
if you don't want
okay.
that,
First off, no, I am not going to suffer the Mercer effect here. Okay, I do not watch Critical Role. I do not let myself get influenced by Matt Mercer because I don't know what he does. Never compare me to Matt Mercer.
Mercer's a nice guy. What are you talking
He
about?
sounds insulted.
No. I'm not insulted because I have nothing against Matt Mercer, but this is a big thing in D&D because he is the most popular dungeon master since Critical Role pretty much brought D&D to the masses, like to the plebeians that never touched D&D before. So,
so us.
So yeah, you guys. So a lot of us dungeon masters keep getting compared to the guy, and when we use like tried and true things that all dungeon masters do, it's like, oh, he just doing what Matt Mercer does. I don't fucking watch Critical Role. Okay, this is just what I do. Matt Mercer ripped me off.
And it's funny because I actually stumbled upon Critical Role. It just happened to pop up in my little feed on YouTube, and then all of a sudden, sit down. And I'm like, holy crap, this guy is really good. I'm gonna keep watching more shit. And I'm like, oh my god, he actually has an elaborate,
Here's the thing, like I said, I haven't watched Critical Role, but I will recognize that it is one of the most popular D&D podcasts ever. I've listened to other podcasts, Drunks and Dragons. I used to listen to that a lot until I just got annoyed at one of the characters. And there's another one. Brian Hussein has his D&D podcast. I haven't listened to in a while. And Mercer has gotten so popular with his podcast. There's an actual D&D book that revolves around the universe he created.
Is there also like a class on the D&D website, like D&D Beyond, that he created?
Yeah, he did create his own class. I'm trying to find the book. He's actually got the book. Let's see, where is it? It's somewhere around here.
Because didn't he create something called like a Blood Hunter?
Yes, it's specifically in his world, Blood Hunters and Orcs work a little bit differently. Fuck, I can't find it. It's not Xander's Guide. It's, nope, it's not Volos. Mortar Cannon, Storm King. I have way too many freaking books. Sword Coast. Here we go. It's the Explorer's Guide to Wildemont. If you want to play in Mercer's campaign, get that book. Pretty much, like, I got it, and yeah, the guy is really good. But a lot of the things he does, all of us dungeon masters do.
And it's true, and everything. And I'm not taking away. It's just that the thing that helps him, and this is in my opinion, is the people around him, because all of them are all voice actors, and they're legit voice actors, and they can bring out the emotion and kind of like a sense to like a sense of like a realism to it, because I've seen some of the stuff they do. I mean, they go at it like full blown crying at times. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, like that's the thing. Like a lot of people don't give Dungeon Masters. Some people give Dungeon Masters too much credit. Like Mercer, like Starkin, you just even pointed that out. Like the people he's with, they are like a giant chunk of what he does. My campaigns, if anybody's watching this, is like if anybody's enjoying this, it's not because of me. It's because of you guys. It's like I set up things. I set up situations for you guys. You guys are the ones that carry the situation. When we do the one shots, I'm just setting up those one shots as you guys doing the role playing. So that's what I do. That's what Mercer does. That's what any Dungeon Master do.
Also, Coco, I want to say, send that one video to Ren and treat personally with like a sub line of homework for next time. Maybe that will help them actually watch it.
They're never gonna watch it.
I will. I just.
You say that every time.
It's much more fun to hear Coco ask about it.
No, I'm stop asking about it. I'm not gonna ask about it anymore. I don't expect you guys to watch it. I will never ask you guys to watch anything again.
See, that's voice acting. Oh, now he emotes.
Okay, now next week, if Tree is up for it, I would like her to run her campaign. If not, depending on if we could get that guest speaker, we'll either do this campaign because guys, spoiler alert, you guys are going to run into another dungeon, but I didn't think the thing with Daria was going to run for so long. That went way longer than I expected.
What do you expect is going to happen?
I never said she was hot. You guys just assumed that.
No, that you can thank me watching Critical Role and getting more involved in this. So I kind of turned Khan into an anime panda. So watch out.
Panda.
Okay, now like as long as you don't go too crazy with the anime thing, because I have been in like anime D&D stuff before, and the campaign either has to be an anime campaign or a different type of campaign. Like you can't have anime mixed in with something else and have it work.
I know.
So like yeah, don't go way overboard.
No, I'm not gonna go over that. The way that when Caramel's character just started trying to get all up in her face, I said, I'm gonna add a little bit of anime on this. So like, oh, let me smack her right inside of the face.
Oh yeah, like when it's for like comedic role playing stuff, I'm all about that.
All right.
Yeah, Rosalind is kind of Moneta when it comes to things. So yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so yeah, so hopefully we get the guest speaker next time.
Are we allowed to know who the guest speaker is, or is that a stream secret?
You guys will find out when it happens, if it happens.
Did you invite someone to do a voice, Coco? Are you paying someone?
How much money do you think I have to just be paying people for these streams and nobody watches?
I don't know. I mean, you have all those lemons.
I'm saving those lemons for a theme song.
You are copying Critical. You want your own theme song now. See, that's bullshit.
Okay, well, one thing, that's a streamer thing, okay? That's a streamer thing. Every streamer wants their own theme song. Okay? Not just D&D. And, like, how many lemons away? Like, I don't actually have the donation goal set on this page, but...
and Coco, all your tabs are visible.
Yeah, I for the D&D... screen or scene I have here, I want it to be as minimal as possible and just have our faces. I'll have to jump to a different scene. Let me go to the gaming scene. Oh, we're like 5,000 away. Or a little more than 5,000. What up? I mean, yeah, a little more than 5,000 away.
I think. Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. I'm my own DM, okay?
I was DMing before it was cool.
Man,
that is
that's actually accurate. I was DMing.
Shit. I walked right into that one. Okay.
You forget how old I am. I was DMing like way back in high school, and that was before some people here were born.
God, that's fucking terrifying. It is true.
What year?
Yeah, I was DMing back when teachers had to kick us out of school because they thought it was Satan worship.
Oh, God. Pogs were satanic in my school.
Pogs? Oh my god.
Yeah, old.
Legit Pogs.
Did you guys have... We're derailing the stream here, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, well... well, anyway, like, thank you guys for showing up. Really appreciate it. I know some of you had other things to do. Next week, like who knows they're able to make it next week?
I don't know. I'll let you know. Baseball spring is starting up, so it's gonna be every Sunday.
Is it going to be like similar situation today?
Yeah. It just depends if we get hit with a 1 o'clock game, then probably not.
Okay. Cranky, are you getting back in the groove of D&D?
Please,
It feels like it, yeah.
please, please.
Okay, and you know what? And if we can't get like a good group next week, and if Tree doesn't want to do it, we'll do another one shot.
Next week, on Sunday, you know what that day is, right?
Somebody's birthday.
It's somebody's birthday.
My birthday is on Saturday.
Well, fuck you, technically.
No, not technically.
Well, if Cranky I wonder if a hungover Cranky would be good at playing D&D.
We shall see.
I would be grumpier than normal.
I'm hungover right now.
Should we get all plastered and play D&D on
still
that?
drinking.
I don't drink, so you guys go ahead for it.
Yeah, because like I would love for like Cranky's and Caramel's character to finally be created, the Etten character they wanted to create.
I could do that sober because I'm always sober. I don't need to be drunk.
To be honest, I was already thinking of like, what kind of Etten are we gonna be? Are we gonna be the classic smart and dumb one, or?
I'd say smart and dumb remains to be seen, but I was thinking grumpy as fuck, super positive.
Now here's the thing, like if you guys were going to be the Etten character for it to work in the universe I created, you would be like kind of enslaved, like an indentured servant to somebody else. Like, so you'll be working as a servant for someone else.
So one would have Stockholm syndrome, and be super positive, and the other would be just a total asshole.
Well, like the question will really be is like, were you captured and became a servant, or were you born into servitude? Because you're half Etten, you're not full-blown Etten.
I'm gonna say we were tricked.
It's not so much. You really will. Okay, so in the island, like that will make sense for Etten to be, is I think I explained it before. It's called Raphia, and the people there, like they are on a constant attack from monsters. So, like if for your Etten to not just be killed outright, you would have to either been captured or bred into the servitude of one of the noble houses and be used as a slave warrior. So you would be a slave warrior working underneath one of the noble houses. So another player would need to be somebody that's a part of this noble house, and you will be part of their entourage.
Yeah, if anybody wants to try anything, that just sounds like an entertaining time.
So yeah, and I know I explained well, I forget who was actually in here when I was like, talking about it, but I'll go into deeper explanation on how those islands work.
It was you and me on stream one time, Coco.
Okay, there was nobody else around.
Syl joined up later, but she already knows that stuff.
Yeah, she honestly, ever since Valheim, like everything has been put on the back seat. I haven't worked on this campaign. I haven't worked on those videos I've been wanting to do. It's just all been Valheim.
By the way, Coco, the thing I'm wondering with the Etten, how are the rolls gonna work?
How are what gonna work?
Rolls. Like if you have to roll for something.
Now, as far as like combat goes, you're just gonna get one combat roll. If you're gonna do something like perception, you will both get a roll. Like it depends. It depends on what you're rolling for. Like if it's something like each head could do independently, each head will get a roll. But if it's something that's like that's only your body could do, then it's going to be one roll. And you guys could decide who's going to roll that. But you're only going to get the one character sheet.
You have to share.
You guys got to share.
I like it. That'll be fun. Oh shit! Sorry guys, I actually got to tap out too.
Okay, so
no!
Well, I'm gonna leave it at there. Thanks everybody for showing up. Tomorrow, I don't have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so we're going back to Jackbox night.
Cool. Thanks everybody. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep. hopefully I see you all next time. So everybody take care. Later.
Like,
Bye bye.
Bye bye.